Hotel California. I'm as bad as him. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Welcome back live to the show. We had a week vacation. Not a week vacation, a week's vacation. Here's a guy who says we're taking too much vacation. Well, you know, in the summer, we save our vacation for the summer.
Yeah, can't we have off during the summer?
No different than we did it.
Vacation is too much.
Yeah, I'm done trying to please everyone around here. Hey, Dearborn, what do you say?
Hey, Howard, great show. Love you guys. You guys are doing a great job. But the vacations, man, we got to get some new shows.
Well, actually, you've got a new show today. And then, of course, Labor Day weekend is just around the corner where we kick off all our 23,000 hours of tape. So we got a lot to listen to coming up.
How was your vacation?
Yeah, it was beautiful. You know, anytime you get time to chill. I was with my daughter.
Oh, yeah?
My 20-year-old.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we hung out a lot and talked and, you know, it was just nice.
Well, that's very nice.
She's a good kid.
Must be nice. I got to work every day. All right, Howard, I just wanted to say...
You don't ever get vacation?
You have no vacation?
Yeah, 2 weeks a year.
What do you do?
I do air conditioning, HVAC.
Yeah, but you've got a lot of fun on a job like that.
This is, you know,
this is hard work
for you.
Yeah, I mean, air conditioning is all winter off.
Yeah, 100 degrees on top of the roof. It's awesome.
Oh, come on, that's fun. You kidding? Manual labor is the best. You go home, you feel good.
It's over.
Your body got to work out.
Yes, it is awesome.
Yeah, never complain about that job, please. We don't want to hear about it. The grueling mental anguish of radio is
shameful.
Much more debilitating. The devastation of radio is the day in and day out of
the grind.
Announcing records. And
coming up with a new way to announce the same record.
I know a guy in the air conditioning business. This guy gets laid every 5-year-old client.
That's living.
This guy gets major pussy.
That is life on the edge.
Yes, speaking of the old tapes, 23,000 hours worth. The Labor Day special will kick it off, and then you'll be hearing lots of different shows from the past.
There's definitely going to be a Labor Day special.
Yeah, yes, and lots of stuff uncensored coming up. So for anybody who feels we take too much vacation, I understand what you're saying, but we've got a lot of material that we just got our hands on. So you can feel good about that.
Before specials coming up?
I was quite dismayed over my vacation. I tried to get in touch with Robin 3 times. I called her, first time I called her on her birthday to wish her a happy birthday and to tell her that I had a present for her because I didn't want her to think I forgot, God forbid. And because I know I can get yelled at.
Oh, here we go. I didn't even hear your messages. Did I yell at you?
No. and then
I was driving around in that beautiful car. What was I going to think?
And then what the hell was it? I called you twice after Gary's father died. Once to tell you that Gary's father died. I wanted to know if you were going to go to the funeral. And I was trying to talk to you. And I figured no one would tell you that his father... Did you know his father died?
Yeah, that was Sal, the stockbroker. He found me on the Internet.
How does he find you on the Internet?
He has me, like, on one of those things where it alerts you every time you go on online.
Oh. What?
And so he
instant messengers.
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
And then
that's how he nails you.
He immediately comes on and starts talking to me. Sometime, just as I'm about to go to bed, I'll check the email or something, and there's Sal going, "Hey, Robin."
He's a psychopath. Did you ever realize that there is a little eye on the top of your instant messenger, and if you click on it, the eye closes, and that means no one knows you're on or off?
Well, then why would you have it? Because
you could see who's on when you feel like talking to them.
I see.
Ah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything. I don't know how Sal got a hold of me at all. But he did alert me that Gary's father had died.
He's such a suck-ass.
It's like, Robin, I didn't think you would know, but here's the information.
Now, did you go to the funeral?
I went to the wake.
Well, that's where I was supposed to be. You heard what happened, didn't you?
No.
So, there was, the wake. So I had Ronnie's car come get me, and I was going to leave my house about 5:30 to get to the wake. Mm-hmm. At 5:20, I hear Beth yelling, "Help, honey, help, help, help." So I never hear, I thought she was talking to the dog, so I took my time. I get downstairs, she's laying on the floor. She was in high heels. She tripped on the steps, fractured her foot, the whole thing. Oh,
no.
Yeah. So that was, then got her over to the hospital.
Yikes.
Yeah.
She in a cast?
like one of those boots.
Right.
Yeah. She didn't break it. She fractured, hairline fracture and a bunch of tendons and crap.
Well, those are breaks. They're just not, separations.
Oh, my God. She heard a crunch. And she was crying. I never saw her cry from pain because she goes, I'm going to walk this off. I go, I don't think you're going to. And then she couldn't walk, so.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, so we never even got to the wake.
Oh.
And I called Gary a million times. I was upset because I deserved points for saying I was going, and I didn't want him to think like we faked it. Uh-huh. So she's going to come in this week.
So you broke her foot so it looked like you wanted...
Yeah, I had to hit her with a hammer.
Oh, that's terrible. So is she laid up? Is she hobbling or what?
She's on crutches, yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Well, remember when you were on crutches? What was that for?
I broke my ankle.
Yeah. Oh, that's worse. But this is pretty bad.
Anything down there, because it hurts like hell. It throbs just when you're trying to relax.
And it takes forever to fix. The body takes a long time in that area.
Yeah, there's apparently a lot of stuff in that area.
So complicated. So that was that. So we never went to Gary's father's wake.
Oh.
Or whatever viewing it's called, I think.
Viewing, I don't know which term applies to what.
Yeah. I'll tell you, too many other people better not die this year or I'm going to have to permanently cripple Beth.
What else can you break? You got to start small and work your way up.
You notice Artie is not here this morning because, Artie's got this weird move now. He got asked to do a roast for... What's the roast?
William Shatner.
For William Shatner. Artie got asked to do it. And in the past, Artie would say something to Gary, and then Gary would tell me, and it was weird. And I said, why can't Artie talk to me about this stuff in person? Like, why does he go to you? He goes, well, Artie doesn't want to bother you. So tell Artie he can bother me, all he wants. So Artie tells me on the air, we're in the middle of the show, he goes, yeah, well, I'm going to the roast for William Shatner. It's all right, though, isn't it?
Oh, that's how he's telling you now.
And I went, well, what choice do I have?
What he did is he was even cooler than that. He kind of goes, I think I decided I'm going to do the William Shatner roast, so I'm going to be in a little bit late on Monday.
Yeah, and it's like, well, and he goes, well, it'll be good for the show. And I went, I don't think it will be.
I think it's promotion for the show. I remember that line.
Yeah.
It's promotion for the show.
No, it's not. I don't see how it's promotion for the show.
It's funny. I had an interesting conversation when Artie sat me down to talk about the whole Entourage thing. He said to me, it's going to be good promotion for this movie Beer League. So I thought,
what do we care?
No, but I said, okay, I sort of get that. Like he's putting all his money into this movie or whatever. And I thought that Artie was going on as Artie Lang.
He didn't put any money into the movie.
Well, whatever. It's important to him.
He feels, responsible.
He feels responsible for it. But I thought,
let's be honest before he gets here, because he's showing up later in the show.
He might be in the car. Just so
whatever.
What are the odds?
Do you think Beer League is going to make a ton of money like Artie's dreaming about?
Artie cut... Here's what I've been able to cull from this whole thing. Artie cut some sort of a deal where the movie doesn't have to make a lot of money for him to make a lot of money.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In other words,
because it was a $2.5 million budget.
Like, I get the impression that if the movie made, say the movie made $12 million,
right,
Artie'd be in great shape.
Right.
Artie'd be thrilled.
I hope it does.
Absolutely, he would be thrilled.
But I think he's got a big piece of the movie.
Listen, I hope he does really well with it. I'm a big Artie fan, obviously, but if he's carrying on with this movie, I don't know.
But anyway, so to go back to the Entourage thing,
I don't see anybody else promoting it. I don't see any commercials.
Who else would there be to promote it?
Where are the TV? I see tons of commercials for Beer Fest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen those.
From the creators of Airplane, Beer Fest.
They're all over the place.
Well, Artie's movie.
Every time you turn on the TV, there's Beer Fest.
Artie's movie is until mid-September.
And Beth said to me, "Oh, isn't that Artie's movie?"
Uh-oh.
Right.
Artie's movie's mid-September, and I've already heard through the grapevine that the movie company's spending a ton of money here, and they're already talking about promotions. They've been working with our marketing and promotion department.
Well, Artie's throwing a party.
He is?
And I think it might have even happened while we were on vacation, but the movie doesn't come out till September.
And that's a new thing I found out. I talked to Artie while we were on vacation, and Artie was explaining that he's really going out of his way. He does not want us, meaning me, you, Fred, and Robin, to see the movie until it's time to see the movie.
Wow.
Because what is
that?
No, because I had an opportunity where I might have been able to see the movie somewhere, and I didn't make it. He was really happy about that. He wants us to go to the premiere and see it there.
I see. Well, that's very important.
But I thought it was odd to be having a party in August for a movie that's coming out in September.
But wait a second. Can I just go back to...
It's only a month away, Rob.
Can I just go back to this one conversation? So the Entourage thing, I thought Artie was going to go on Entourage as Artie Lang.
Right.
And then somewhere along the line, he'd go, yeah, I just came back from promoting Beer League or whatever. So when I found out that Artie's going on as a character, I couldn't understand how that...
promoted the movie?
Right.
Yeah, right, exactly. It doesn't.
And he said to me, I asked him that flat out.
When I had my book, I went on to Gary Shandling, Larry Sanders' show.
Holding the book.
As Howard Stern, the author, with his book. I don't understand how that's going to help us.
Well, I think that Artie felt that there would be a lot of interviews as a result of his Entourage.
And this is the funny thing, too.
They always interview a guy who does one episode.
No, but here's the funny thing, too.
He was interviewing.
He was explaining. He goes, man, you should have seen the press that Ralph Macchio got when he did Entourage. And I was thinking... Well, Ralph Macchio was in Karate Kid and hadn't worked since.
Yeah.
There's a story there.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Like, look who's not,
I don't know, but Artie's carrying on. And then,
wait a minute.
by the way, I don't see how the William...
The roast is not a promotion.
Well, I kind of said to Artie, I don't think it's great for the show. And
no, what he meant was...
And he went...
No, I know what he meant by it's great for the show. I think he thinks he's going to come back with a bunch of stories that'll be fun, interesting for the show.
Here's some stories.
And I think, I don't know, maybe he'll have some material when George sits in or something. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. I hope so.
Maybe this was show prep for Artie.
I think the best show prep is when he shows up.
Well, he'll be running in here at any moment.
Then we're going to pretend we were having this conversation.
You better have been in a room with Shatner and seen him having gays or something in order for it to be worth it for the show.
Hear him admit to killing his wife or something.
We got to say to Artie when he walks in, hey, Artie, so tell us these stories that were going to be great for the show.
See, here's where we're screwed now.
What?
Like, usually we just get away with this. It'd be fine. Like, Artie's going to hear this on the replay. He's going to be really pissed.
I'm not. What am I saying that pisses the guy off? I didn't.
Well, you're going to be right up front and say, hey, so what are the great stories that came out of the roast?
I don't know. I never really feel like I get an option to say no when Artie has one of his new projects.
Well, you can't because he'll have a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, he proved that. When he was shooting that movie, I said, no, you can't, I need you here. There's no time off, and forget it.
It is funny.
And he had a nervous breakdown.
It is funny.
We almost lost him completely.
Oh, I can't please everyone. Well, I'm sorry. This is a job, too.
We sort of gloss over that, too, and we should talk to him about it more one day, because I think when he came back, we were sort of treading lightly.
Right.
But I remember specifically, day 7, calling his agent, and he goes, listen, I can't get a hold of him. Wow. You know what I mean?
You know what?
Where was Artie?
I would really love to know what was going on. I would love to know, man.
But we don't dare.
Yeah.
It's like Fred's bag. It's something you don't talk about.
But
Fred's bag that he carries, his Felix the Cat bag.
Here's the difference, Robin. That's personal property.
Well, Artie's breakdown isn't personal?
I don't know.
So how you feeling with your dad dying?
Weird. It's weirder than I thought I would.
Things get back to me, too. Like with the day after your dad died, you ended up going to the Counting Crows concert.
Actually, the day he died. No, it was,
the day he died, and there was a whole bunch of, speculation got back to me, can you believe Gary went to the Counting Crows concert? I go, hey, what's he going to do?
Wait a minute. Your dad died.
Right.
And you go to the Counting Crows concert?
Okay, let me preface this by saying, his death wasn't a shock.
You sound like everyone else, and I was like, that's perfectly normal.
No, it's normal for me.
No.
To a Counting Crows concert.
What was he going to do? His father died down in Florida. He had everything covered.
I think I'd have been because you had a good relationship with your father.
Great.
I think I would have been too upset and not really care about Counting Crows.
He was upset.
I was really upset, and I sort of knew it was coming. And then, it happened, and I took care of a bunch of details, and there was nothing left that I could do.
And also, when you're married with kids...
You got to get out of that.
You probably could do better thinking at a Counting Crows concert than at home.
No, you know what? I just sort of had to get out. I did what I had to do.
Then I heard you got the news during the Friday show.
That's right.
And you carried on with the Friday show.
I did.
Even after you got the news.
I got the news.
I was like, now, there's a good guy.
That is appropriate. I would have done that.
Well, everyone was like, oh, Gary went on the Friday show after he got the news. And I went...
Yeah, you were in the middle of the show, right?
It was 9:30 when I found out. And then it was weird because giving me...
I'd go to Scores if I found out my father died.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
But even if I found out before the show, I would still do this. There's nothing you can do at that time of the morning.
If I found out before the show, I probably wouldn't have done it. I don't know. But, the show was almost over. Everything was sort of done. And then I made a bunch of calls. I called my mother. I called the funeral director. And there wasn't much I could do. And I was here just, cleaning up some things because I knew I was going to be gone the whole week. And there were a couple of people like, why are you still here? And I'm like... I'm not an old Italian lady. I'm not going to put on black and go in the morning.
Right,
you got to do what you got to do.
Right. I still question the Counting Crows, though.
Oh.
In fact, someone was saying to me, gee, if Gary goes to Counting Crows, like some of those songs are real sappy.
Right.
Is she going to start breaking down at the Counting Crows concert?
It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It was like that. By the way, Adam sounds great.
Yeah.
That always sounds great.
Counting Crows and Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I can be with her. And I
don't want the world to see me.
I don't want the world to see me.
Don't want the world to know.
I don't think they'd understand. This is the line.
Bigfoot, our new whack pack, we had him go sing Hotel California. I'm as bad as him. Like, he doesn't know one word to the song. We said to him, sing your favorite song, Bigfoot. And he starts singing it. Like, every other word he gets wrong.
This is his favorite.
Yeah, this is his favorite. Bigfoot.
Highway. In my hair.
Looks like someone cut off his nose.
Yeah. They tried to have him make a phony phone call.
He wasn't any good at that?
He was pretty good. It's just that he starts arguing with this lady and,
What?
Get back to Gary's dad.
Hello?
Yeah, listen up for this.
Yeah, who's this?
This is a neighbor of this.
This is a neighbor of yours?
No, it's a neighbor of yours.
Oh, of mine. And who may I ask who the neighbor is?
Brutus.
Brutus?
Yeah, your cat keeps coming in my yard and on my bushes.
I don't have cats that go into the yard.
Yeah, maybe it was your pussy in my yard. How big is your pussy?
How big is my pussy? As big as your prick. How's that?
Hey, my prick's pretty big, it is.
Well, then that's how big it is.
Your cat comes in my yard again, I'm going to fit.
You're going to fit? Well, I'll tell you what. You do that, okay?
You too.
I'm waiting for you with a 32.
I got a 32-incher.
Yeah, okay. Hello?
Hello?
Get off the phone.
I'll get off the phone when you touch my cock. Talk dirty to me.
Come on here, and I'll talk personally dirty to you. Come on, I'm waiting for you.
I'm touching my balls. I'm fingering my ass thinking about you.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I beat the shit out of my wife. She divorced me after that. Then I went gay for a while.
So now listen, like I told you, I don't like you talk to me. You better learn how to behave yourself with your mouth. Because if you're looking for trouble, I can give it to you. I'm tough.
I love when you talk that way to me at this.
Listen, Brutus, I didn't make the phone call. You made it to me.
Please talk dirty to me.
You want me to talk dirty to you? Hold on. Brutus?
Yeah?
All right. Now get real close to the phone. Get as close as you can get to it.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
I had the phone up my ass. You cut my colon, I'm bleeding out my ass. Rub your tongue on the phone.
Well, come on over. I'll show you how big mine is, I'll tell you.
Dumb.
I never understand why people don't just hang up. Like, why they have to...
They just get involved.
They have to engage in this whole process.
I know. Brutus. Anyway.
I love that it is, he throws into... This is your neighbor, it is.
He's like a hobbit. Yeah. So, your dad, getting back to that. So people, I just can't say that everyone was judging you. I got really defensive because everyone was like, well, Gary went to the Counting Crows concert when his dad died. And I was like, well, I don't know. I don't think that's so bad. What are you supposed to do, like sit in a room?
Who are you talking to, by the way?
Ross. Yeah, believe me. Because he's also the one that said, what are you still doing? I know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Ross is my conduit to you.
My dad was in Florida, and he had to be flown up here.
Ross was worried he'd start crying at the Counting Crows concert. He was because he was going to be there.
You make the concert a big mess.
Yeah, like you're going to ruin it for everyone. It was like, animals start singing, round here.
Actually, one of the few songs they didn't do.
It was Round Here?
Really?
Thank goodness. You would have fallen apart.
Exactly.
I heard Adam was really good concert, but he talked a lot.
Oh, did he?
He is chatty.
Yeah.
He's chatty like Springsteen, but he ain't Springsteen.
Really?
Yeah,
what the hell is he talking about?
Every song, what's really funny? Every song's been written for a girl. So every song you think is either for Jennifer Aniston or Courtney Cox. And he goes, look, this is a song I wrote for a girl. When I first got famous, I went on tour, and you realize that if you leave somebody in your mind, they're frozen in time for a year, but they're going on with their life. And when I got back, she dumped me. And I was like, dude, the song.
Yeah. Time to run out. My father died.
It's almost songs that he doesn't have to talk.
It's almost time for the funeral.
And even like at one point, I go to Mary. I go, oh, this is a long December, no doubt. And then he played some song I never heard.
Yeah. So your mom and everyone flew up.
And my brother and their whole family.
A whole gang. A lot going on, huh?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell that story about...
Yeah. My mom said it was cool to tell.
Oh, wow,
what's going on?
Well, Gary's mom and dad didn't get along real well.
They were still together.
Well, they had their ups and downs, to say the least. And they were married for a really long time. They got married in 1951. And then sometime in the late 90s, they decided they didn't need to be married anymore.
Right.
So they got divorced, which was the weirdest thing in the world for me.
Right. They were kind of old to be divorced.
Right. I mean, to be married for 47 years and get divorced or whatever it was seemed odd.
Yeah.
So then they didn't talk to each other for like a year.
Yeah.
And then my mother moved down to Florida. And then one day my dad said to me, I'm thinking of going to Florida. And I said, oh, to visit Mom? That's nice. And he goes, well, I'm thinking of going to live. And I said, you're kidding. Because he'd spent a good portion of his life telling me how he was trying to get out. So I thought it was funny. And then he went down there to live, and that's where he lived. And him and my mom lived together. And I even said to him, are you going down there to live just to live together, or are you going down as a couple? And he laughed, and he said, I'm not sure. So they lived together for like the last 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they weren't married.
Yeah. And
they never got married again.
No, and they would have their, like, sometimes they'd get along. And then sometimes, when I went down there, I was down there a lot the last couple of months, and my mother would be like, Sal, eat something. You go, leave me alone. There was just a lot of that.
Yeah, they really didn't get along at all, and they fought, and,
Well, I felt a little strange when I didn't know what to say to your mother, because I was like, well, they were divorced.
We were laughing.
So you're not sure whether to say sorry or, okay, now.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, just so you know, my mother still considered that was her husband, but it was funny because, when a priest, we're not so religious that the priest knows us from the parish.
Right.
So you have to write down on a piece of paper, which is really weird, like facts about your father, so that the priest doesn't sound like a complete idiot. So you can say, well, I see he was he didn't even say, Sal was a war hero and he was a devoted father. So during the funeral service, he's talking about, how he must have loved his wife and all the stuff, and we're just sort of sitting there.
The whole congregation starts cracking up.
We're sort of chuckling like, well, it is his wife, sort of, is it his wife?
It's not even his wife.
But so the interesting thing that happened was, he had lung cancer, and he was getting sicker and sicker and weaker, and my mom was there at his bedside the whole time, and they're in the hospital. And, I had a brother who died like 15 years ago, and his name was Steven. So the day before he died, my mother, she grabbed his hand, and he looked really weak, and she said, listen, Sal, it's time to let go. Steven wants you to come and be with him in heaven. And my father leaned up, and he said, shut up.
That was his last words.
That is the best.
Oh,
my goodness.
We told that story all week. My mother thought that was the funniest story. She's like,
should have been on the priest's paper.
That summarized the whole relationship.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. But Gary's dad's a good guy. Like
he
Gary
was a great guy.
Actually had like a dad that talked to him and stuff. I was pretty shocked by that.
Yeah. No, we got along really, really well.
I explained things to him, and
Yeah, I actually went to a ball game with Gary and his dad.
Game 6 of the '86 World Series, one of the biggest games ever.
Your father actually seemed to enjoy you.
No, he absolutely did. We got along great.
Gee, that's shocking.
I do have to
you ever heard of such a thing?
No, I really didn't. I never heard of a parent who enjoyed his kid.
I do have to tell you one other odd story from this whole thing. So now it's time for the funeral, the church service, So you got to get pallbearers, and my brother and I are two of the pallbearers, and my nephew. So I am now wheeling my father's coffin up the aisle of this church, which is a very emotional time and everything. And as I'm wheeling it up, I look into the pew, and I see a face that sort of looks familiar. And I go, God, I know that guy. I have so many cousins that I actually met cousins that I didn't recognize, And as I walk by, I go, oh, that's Sour Shoes.
Oh, stop. He was at your father's
Shoes?
So it was really sweet.
Did he sing?
Don't laugh. So he hands me a card and he's like, I'm really sorry. Very respectful. Very respectful. So I go sit in my seat, and I am now laughing. That Sour Shoes is at my father's funeral.
Sour Shoes, by the way, is that guy who calls into the show every couple of days where he can sing any song.
If you go to Gary Preview page 2, on the right, there's like 8 of his songs there that he's just been leaving on voicemail.
Wait here. Gary Preview. Just so you know, this is the shock of working in this radio show, because here's Gary's father's funeral, and look who's sitting in the pew, this guy.
Thank goodness.
Hollywood, good morning. Let's send us down now to the Scars Man, Ronnie Buzz.
Still lives with his parents. How old is he, like 40?
Like 30 to 35.
Yeah.
Who can make a stripper blush and throw him her underwear?
When your dad has, like, the Purple Heart and stuff, do you bury him?
Bronze Star.
Bronze Star, do you bury him with... Is that higher than the Purple Heart?
Well, the Purple Heart you get for getting wounded.
Right.
The Bronze Star is for actual bravery.
Did you bury him with it?
No. We put him out, like, we put him on a little table with his picture, and we put the medals out, but,
Does he get any kind of military...
Yeah, they came to the cemetery, they played taps, and they...
Did they?
And they do that flag thing?
They fold the flag, they do that whole thing.
You contact them and say a veteran died? And
Yep. They still do. Imagine a guy who got out of the army in 1943 or something.
Yeah, they did it for my mother.
They still do it, man.
Wow. Did your mother contact the military?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's so cool.
They send 4 people. They send somebody plays taps on the trumpet, which was maybe the most amazing. I mean, everybody cried because it just sounded like this. Yeah. This sounds like crap compared to how it sounded.
I'm getting emotional hearing this.
And then they 2 people fold the flag very slowly, and then they hand it to the commander, and the commander walks over and hands it to my mother and says, on behalf of the United States government, we present
and
this
a grateful something.
Yeah, and our grateful country presents this flag. It was very nice.
I wish I went into the military now. I didn't realize
that.
Yeah, I didn't realize I could get that. Like military dudes show up.
They should tell you that as part of the signing.
Yeah, like I wonder what you have to do to get the guns. The
21 gun salute.
Well, my uncle was a cop in New York City when he died. The whole police force turned out. It was awesome. He had a really great funeral. It was one of the best funerals I ever went to.
I know, because cops will come in from all over.
I think I have a theory on that, by the way, because my friend's a cop. I think it's a great way to get a day off. You got to go to his funeral. But anyway, hold on. I got to finish with the sour shoe story. So I'm now pushing this casket down the aisle, and he hands me a card. And afterwards,
you a card.
Yeah, you're pushing your father.
But afterwards, a couple of people were like, were you weirded out that he was there? But for whatever reason, I happen to like him a lot. I find him funny, and he really is a nice guy. And I found the whole thing very sweet. It didn't bother me at all. I thought it was really nice. So now I'm sitting in the front pew, right? And when you have a funeral, you have to have a mass, and the mass comes with communion. It's a whole 45-minute thing. So people are coming up for communion, and you have to pick a song, a hymn to be played. So when we were picking this, I'm like, I don't know. I go to the lady, whatever hymn is good. I'd never heard this song in my life. Like When Eagles Fly or whatever crap. Sour Shoes walks by me. He leans right in, singing every word of it, man.
Wow. Awesome.
Like he knew the words of the hymn.
He knows those words.
Wow.
Made me laugh. It made me laugh.
Jessica Hahn, you're on the air.
Howard. Hi, Gary. Sorry about your dad.
Thank you.
Hey, do you guys remember when my mother died, I was in the studio taping Mr. Ed?
Yes.
And do you remember Sam Kennison's take on it? We were fighting, and he goes, oh, real nice. Jessica Hahn's Mr. Ed while her mother's dying. And he goes, oh, real nice. Jessica Hahn's Mr. Ed while her mother's dying.
I remember that vividly.
We remember you crying.
Oh, my God. The way he spun it,
And you were like, no, I didn't, Sam.
Because I thought about it, and I thought, he's kind of right. I was like, I was playing that part. I was like, yeah, your sister Ed and your mom killed me. And I was like, God, but I mean, and he used it in his act. He was and so it was like, everybody's going to have their take on it. I was just there, you can't help it. It's not going to bring them back.
Yeah, Sam had a good way of boiling things down.
Oh, yeah, he got right to it.
You want to play, Jessica? Yeah. Okay, we're going to play right now. You were Mr. Ed while your mother died.
Exactly.
No, I didn't, Sam. No, I didn't.
It was a pretty fair fight up to that point.
Right, then he just hit her in, I don't know where he hit her.
Hit her in the balls. He's like, boof.
I didn't know what to say. I was like, he's right. I was in the studio, and you were so cool. You guys didn't even play that bit for 2 days while I was burying my mom, but Sam didn't care. He's like, yeah, come on, you want to play? And you're right.
I realize now that we have the 23,000 hours of tapes, and now that we're on satellite, I could play the uncensored version.
Oh yeah.
Of Jessica Mr. Ed.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to
have that?
It's going to take us a little time to find it because there's probably of all the bits. There's probably 7 or 8 versions of that one. No kidding.
The original.
Because it was the original.
I want the original. All 4 hooves were inside of Jessica.
But there was the original. Right off the bat, the original was cut by Tom, and then it was cut again. Right. And then it got to be this weird thing where Fred would play this stuff at the beginning of the show, and then Tom would come in and he would go, oh, that's got to be edited. Like I'm talking 7 or 8 years later. And then 4 more years would go by, and he would go, that's got to be edited. So that one took 7 or 8 edits.
I didn't realize how it was.
How controversial.
Yeah. I didn't. Do you have the original, without it being cut?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Jessica Hahn Meets Mr. Ed. It's a classic, and I tried to play it on our last week at K-Rock, and it was so lame because it had been so edited down, it wasn't funny.
You cannot play it. Guys, I'm so happy you're home. I'm glad to hear you back again.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I almost didn't come back.
I bet.
I spent my whole vacation playing chess.
Oh, how did you do?
What are you up to?
Well, actually, my rating up until last night was 1,060.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty high up now.
What happened between the time you were 400-something and now?
I played a lot of chess. I've been reading books. I've been...
If you would have checked your email, Robin, you would have seen almost immediately Howard sent out a note, like I think that Thursday night, that his rating had gone up dramatically.
Yeah.
You alerted everyone.
He did.
I played a really good game the other night and stuff, and I'm obsessed with this
now,
website.
Are you playing other people on the computer?
Robots and people,
Okay.
And so they have robots that are... If you join the ICC, which is the International Chess Club, you can play people all over the world, which I have. And you can also play in tournaments once you play 20 games. I'm thinking about doing a tournament.
Oh, listen to this.
So you've done the 20 games. I
did my 20 games, but last night I decided to log out quick because I got all full of myself, and I was tired, and I played 2 quick games against a computer, and it just killed me. I made dumb mistakes, and I sucked.
Now, did that bring your rating down?
Yeah, I'm down to 1,040-something. But I'm still pretty good compared to where I was at 400.
You were a dunce when you left.
I got to tell you, I'll tell you one quick story. I don't want to bore the shit out of you, but so I'm online, I'm playing chess, and it really is an incredible program. They run this thing for $49 you join for the year, ICC, International Chess Club.
$49?
Yeah, like the other night, 2 grandmasters were playing. I could watch the video, I could watch people talking about the game, and watch the actual game being played on a board. It was really cool. And
how's that, watching it on computer? I mean,
fabulous.
It streams, or is it... Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's great.
Right.
Were you're watching 2 grandmasters play computer generated or play live?
No. You have first you have a little video. They have like channels, and you go on the channel and you can bring up in the box the live of them playing. And chess is really sad. This is the U.S. Open of chess,
right?
And it looks like it's taking place in a cafeteria, and the 2 guys playing look like they're bums. Meanwhile, they're geniuses. And
chess is not a well thought of.
What do you think? What is the winner of the U.S. Open of chess get financially, do you think? Anything?
Well, chess, there's like 10 grandmasters in the world who do make money at this thing, and they can make actually good living. So I don't know what the U.S. Open prize is, but it's pretty sad sport because in Europe, these guys are treated like gods. And in this country, everyone feels they're nerds.
There are a million things that you hear that about all the time.
Yeah.
That,
soccer,
track, everything.
Yeah.
They're treated like gods in Europe.
Well, they're considered brainiacs, and like little kids in Russia are taught chess in school because it's so important.
We look at the top 10 players in this country, and it's like the top 10 guys that used to beat the shit out of.
Right. So now in this country, you're laughed at if you played chess, and you're an uber nerd, But meanwhile, I'm online, and I'm playing a game against a guy, and this was like my 7th or 8th game. And this guy was so good, he ripped me a new... I mean, he beat the crap out of me.
Where was he? Probably in prison.
I don't know. But anyway, so afterwards I decided to chat with him. And I said, good game. You're really, really good. He goes, thanks. I said, tell me how long you've been playing, because if you write down 3 weeks, I'm going to shoot myself. So he writes back, ha, and he says, I'm 9 years old. Stop. Yeah, 9 years old.
Was he American or was he from another...
I don't know.
Another world.
He was from another... He was 9 years old.
But that's all he knew, probably, He's been playing it.
What does Howard know? He knows.
9 years old.
The 9-year-old knows more.
Well, you're at Noble. He's still playing. That's the problem.
And I've been taking kind of like some lessons with a guy, who knows his stuff. And I said, that guy's kidding, right? He goes, oh, probably not.
Right, there are plenty of kids who could beat you.
Yeah. So I sent the kid a photo of Beth. And I said, you know what? You might be 9 years old, and you might be meeting me in chess, but I'll tell you what, look at my girlfriend in a bathing suit, you little... let's see what he does with that.
You didn't do
So why don't you go beat off to my girlfriend, all right?
You're going to get arrested. You keep on with this 9-year-old.
9-year-old.
I was shocked. The kid goes, I'm 9 years old. I was so stunned.
You didn't kill yourself.
No, I had to call my friend and go, I really need to talk to you. I don't want to play anymore. A 9-year-old beat me.
You're so hard on yourself. Kids, it's like when you're raised with computers and stuff.
Well, I played a guy the other night. I was almost like a grandmaster. You should have seen what I did.
How long had he been playing?
Yeah, he was rated higher than me. He was in the 1100 range, and I kicked his ass.
His name was Gary the Reader.
Yeah, well, I'm ready to play Hyperch Eric now.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, you sure?
Anyway, so I'm reading all these books, Complete Idiot's Guide to Chess. I'm reading books on it and everything.
Complete Idiot's Guide to Chess, is that good?
Yeah, and then I go on last night. And I just made all dumb mistakes, and I suck.
That's because you were rushing.
Yeah, you were stressed probably about going to bed and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very frustrating. But as
concentration.
As my instructor said, he said to me, you know, it's like golf and stuff. Guys pick up golf and they want to be great at it. He goes, you got to practice years and years before you get good at a game.
You're like me with tennis. I picked up the racket. I wanted to be...
Right. Like Yannick Noah.
Yeah. And I sucked.
Right.
Yeah, but you can drive a boat, Robin.
You want to be...
Well, we're wondering about that.
You want to be John McEnroe in an hour.
Yeah. I want to pick up the tennis racket and just know how to play tennis. I want it to come naturally to me.
Yeah, like what I expected is this guy would start helping me, and he'd go, you know what, you're naturally brilliant at this.
Wow, it's amazing that you never took this up before.
Evidently, I'm one of the worst.
You could have gone pro.
Yeah, I'm really bad, but I'm really obsessed with it. For some reason, I don't know.
That's good.
It's a good break for your head.
No, it's not. I shake when I play. My titties and everything starts shaking. And Beth said, you look like you're a man. My arm starts to shake.
You get nervous?
I get nervous, and I get cold, and I start to freak out. Now, the game that I won the other night, that was the first time I didn't get nervous. And my instructor said that
you're gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it would pass. He says you're just a little too wrapped up in this.
Now, what's the over/under for you, even Howard, on how long you'll play?
I think it could have stopped last night.
But like the way you're talking now, like this is you would think
this is his life.
A lifelong passion. Like you'll be playing into your 80s.
I'll tell you why I can't last. You want to know why I can't last?
Why?
Because my personality is so up that now I want to quit my job and I only want to concentrate on playing chess till I get really good. I can't integrate a hobby into my life.
Right. It's either all or nothing at all.
It's all or nothing.
Now, what happened to the fishing? Did you do that?
That's got to be over with. I'm into chess now. I'm so busy with the chess. And even Beth said, well, you're busy with the chess every minute. I go, that's it. That's the way it's going to be now until I burn out, but it'll happen.
See, I love your honesty about this because, like, if Jeff Goldblum was doing the same thing, he'd be on the Leno show and he'd be telling that he's rated 1,000 and the audience would be applauding, and then before you'd be reading that he's like a big chess guy.
Right.
By the way, 1,000 is nothing to crow about.
No, I know, but nobody knows that.
490 was like retarded. I had to go up. And then they said after 20 games you'll know your rating, and after 20 games I was at 1,060.
Like, I think...
terrible.
No, it's not horrible. No, not terrible.
We were joking that by Christmas, you're going to be looking at around 30 or 40 different chess sets piled up in your house and be annoyed by all of them.
That'll be his Christmas present from everyone.
I already started shopping for an antique chess set.
And everybody will give him books.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of gifts, for your birthday, Robin, I got you a little something from Mr. Ralph Lauren.
Oh.
Courtesy of myself and Beth.
Why, thank you.
We actually went shopping for you. It was Robin Shopping Day. And if you don't like it, there's like a thing you can return it.
Here you go again.
Well, it's true. It might not be your taste. Robin's birthday was on the 8th of August.
Birthday, Robin.
Oh, thank you very much.
Let's see what I got.
A heavy box. It looks very impressive.
I almost didn't get you anything because I felt the car should have been covering your birthday.
Absolutely, for several years.
I realized I made a mistake. I should give you the car on your birthday.
Aw.
Yeah, you shot your load.
I shot my load.
Everything will pale in comparison.
Yeah, I know. This might pale in comparison, so...
You might have to give her a brownstone.
Sweet card. Forget the gift.
All right, give it back. Give it to Gary.
On second thought.
See if you like it. I think this is very you.
It's funny. I was driving the car yesterday, and a big fan happened to run into me in a store.
Yeah.
And he was telling me how much he loved Sirius. You know, it was great because it was a fan who actually had Sirius.
Right.
And he was telling me how much he loved the show now, and it's really great, and are you guys loving it? And then he walked outside, and he saw the car, and he goes, boy, and he gave you a great car, too.
Right, I did. No one will ever call me cheap.
Oh, my goodness, this is beautiful.
See, look at that. Once again, a home run.
Wow.
Tell us.
It's a beautiful turquoise necklace, and it's natural turquoise. It's
nice.
Absolutely gorgeous, Howard.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
Good. Glad you like it.
That is beautiful.
Very
Thank
you, I
you
feel.
Very much.
Good.
Absolutely. I love it.
I need to see it on the,
Now, we'll have to take a picture.
Take a picture. We'll put it on HowardStern.com.
I'll have to wear it.
In fact, we're displaying all of my gifts to Robin over the years. I think.
That's right. We're having an auction. Actually.
We don't have it here.
Yeah, you couldn't get it this morning.
No. I mean, I got to order it from storage.
Right.
That fight and everything.
Let me see what Scott knows. Hold on.
Because maybe we can promise that for everyone for tomorrow.
Yeah, see, that would be a great way to present it. You know, either play the bit and then play Sam yelling at Jessica.
That would be cool.
yeah.
Gary, as a preview to the tapes, how about tomorrow, Jessica Hahn meets Mr. Ed, Where she's on a plane, I believe, and has all 4 hooves in her.
Right, and he's galloping.
And then into Sam Kinison yelling at Jessica.
That's funny.
For when her mother was dying, recording Mr. Ed Jessica Hahn.
20 years later, I said, that's hilarious.
Hey, I thought you were a pro. You went ahead with it, and that was it.
Well, I'd do anything for the show.
I know.
I barely remember it, but the sounds of it, my God, I was pretty brave back
God, I remember going to L.A., and Jessica was so great to the show. She would, I'd bring a bunch of guys up into a room, and she'd get naked for them.
Oh, yeah, remember, that was almost one of the reasons for going to L.A. You could have another Jessica Hahn fashion show.
I'd call her up, I'd go, Jessica, can you come over and give a bunch of cop buddies and stuff from L.A. A lingerie show, we'd call it, so it didn't sound dirty.
Gary cut out the sides of a shirt one day. I remember. I didn't even know. I'm walking around the room.
So Jessica would come up. She'd say, give me 10 minutes. She'd be over at the Four Seasons Hotel. I'd have about 20 guys piled in a room.
And she'd have a bunch of stuff with her.
The whole wardrobe I'd wheel in.
She'd wheel in the wardrobe, and I'd say, Jessica, do you mind doing this private lingerie show? She goes, absolutely not. So Gary and I got to sit in the room.
From shoes up, stockings, shoes.
And you would pick the outfits, right?
Gary and I sat in a separate room from the guys.
A bathroom?
No, we were in a bedroom.
Oh, right. We're in the bedroom first. That's right.
And the guys would sit in the living room, like a little living room area.
Right, you remember that?
Oh, like it was yesterday. And then Gary and I would go in the room.
And do you remember that I was announcing the outfits?
Yes, Gary.
You're moving ahead. So Jessica, me, and Gary in the room. And then she'd pull out all her different outfits, and she'd change them for us. So we see her naked the whole time.
Right. You would see her change from outfit to outfit.
It didn't even notice them,
Yeah. And then she'd get into the outfit, and Gary and I were just you should just be naked and walk around. So she'd put on 4 different outfits and parade in front of these guys.
Right.
Tomorrow tomorrow it would be great if we also pulled the Sam Kinison.
Already thinking of that, exactly. Just pull that little piece.
Yeah, I love that. That was one of the best arguments ever on the show.
So is your mom still with you from the funeral and everything?
She's out at my aunt's house on Long Island. She's coming back in a couple of days.
All right.
And then who knows from there.
Is she saying she's going to live with you guys or something?
No. But she's got to go.
She's got to go back.
That prefab house. She can't live.
Yeah, she's got to go back at some point.
Yeah, you got to send her back to Florida, right?
Didn't her house come in like a box?
No.
Are you worried that your mom's going to now try and move in with you?
No. Because we've sort of discussed that in the past. She's not going to try and move in with me.
You don't want that.
Nobody's going to take her in.
No, but I'm gonna, but it's they got the first thing we're gonna do, they had 6 different bank accounts. They kept separate accounts, and then it turns out my father had a couple of accounts that nobody knew about that he was saving for my mother for when he passed away. Right. So they got all these accounts. So I got to go to the bank and get them all consolidated.
You got to do all that.
You got to get a death certificate so you can close out accounts. All that thing. I get them all consolidated, and then I've got to open up online.
Isn't there a legal issue though? They weren't married. Can she get his money?
Yeah. And then
he left it to her in the will.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we got to get I got to get online banking so that I can pay all her bills from my computer.
Oh, you're going to take care of that?
Yeah. It's whatever. You start them on a rotating thing. The cable bill comes the same day every month. The car bill comes the same day every month.
More responsibilities.
My mother said to me a month ago, she handed me this stack of papers and she goes, can you pay all my bills? And I'm like, no.
Did your father take care of all the finances?
Yeah.
It's a complicated situation.
I gotta tell you something funny. I said to my mother, trying to keep the checkbook and everything. So she shows me her checkbook, and I see that the ledger is completely blank. There's nothing written down on the ledger. So I said to my mother, I go, Ma, how do you know what's wrong? She goes, oh, don't worry. So she goes into her closet, and she opens up the thing, and she comes out with a spiral notebook. And in the spiral notebook is the check number. On every line is the check number, the date, who it's written to, and the amount. But nothing's balanced. Do you know what I mean? So she does have a record.
Doesn't take out anything.
There is a record of every check. There's no deposits written in. She's just written down every check.
Well, that's something.
Who keeps it? Who does the finances with your mom and dad? Does your mom write checks?
My dad.
So does your mom know how to write a check and
No. She can't do anything.
So you'll be doing it when you're...
No, I won't. I can't do it either.
You'll be online banking.
I won't do a thing. You know what? They better go together. Honestly, if my dad... I pray my mom goes before my dad.
Why? Why would you say that?
Because my father handles all that kind of stuff for my mother.
You just don't want the problem.
I don't. I don't want any problems. I got enough friggin' problems.
But, how will you talk to your dad? Because your mom used to handle that part.
Yeah, I don't care. At this point, what's the difference? I'll say hi. I'll send him smoke signals. No, because he handles everything for her. I don't know how the hell. I don't even think the woman knows how to write a check or handle her finances or anything.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able to balance a checkbook.
She once said to my dad, if you die, I'm going to give all our money to charity.
So right away you have to get all the money.
And I'm like, Ma, no, because who is going to pay for anything? You still have to live. I don't have to.
Very simple.
Yeah, I'm very simply. I goes, no, you don't. You guys go out to dinner every night. You go out to lunch every day. What are you talking about simple? You got cars. You got a home. I'm very simple. I have simple needs. I'm giving all my money to transcendental meditation.
Do you think that she would, like, move into, like, one of those facilities?
No, she doesn't want to, but she's going to have to if she gives away all her money. I'm not paying for her. I'm not.
She better go with the money.
I don't want to live with her. I lived with her. 18 years was enough.
That was enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's the funny thing. My mother keeps talking about how she really doesn't like Florida.
Oh.
And she wants to move back to New York, and I keep telling her that, that your house in Florida is not, no, she wants to move into her own place. But the place in Florida is a tenth of what, it's going to cost to get a place in New York.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I didn't know she didn't like Florida.
Remind your mother when she lived in New York, she lived in an all-black neighborhood.
Don't laugh. First of all, Sal was like off the hook. He comes to my father's wake and he's telling my wife, he goes, I passed 3 check cashing places and 2 rib joints.
Yeah.
The
Why
diner,
did you have the funeral in Uniondale?
Because that's just where they're from, and that's that's where they lived for like 45 years of their life. But it's funny because...
But it's all black people now.
Actually, it's Hispanic, I found out now.
Was their house really in Uniondale?
It was, Robin, it was probably less than a 3-minute walk from the funeral home.
The only person who lived in a worse neighborhood than Gary is me.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
But I mean, the diner that we used to go to all the time was like this great diner. I drove by and like, there's a diner, and I see it's like a Dominican restaurant. There's like crabs painted on the side.
See, that's the difference between Uniondale and Roosevelt, where I grew up. In Uniondale, it's still, the restaurant's there. In Roosevelt, the old diner is burned down.
Right.
Just burned it
closed.
down.
Yeah, yours just has bullet holes in it.
Oh, no, that closed down years ago.
Right, it's just not there anymore.
No, but the movie theater in my town is now, like, for instance, there's a vacant lot that was across the street from my mom and dad's house for years, which is now this enormous Jehovah's Witness church.
They got Uniondale Mini Cinema still?
Long gone. It's a church now.
Oh, no kidding.
But it's still the mini cinema. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they didn't change it or
change anything about
It's got a marquee on it, and instead of saying Rocky Horror Picture Show, it says Mass at 11 on Sunday.
The coolest place ever was the Uniondale Mini Cinema. You could go there and smoke tons of weed and watch these weird, freaky art movies at midnight, like horror movies. Pink Flamingos I saw at Uniondale Mini Cinema.
Somebody reminded me at my father's wake, we were talking about the mini cinema because it was a legendary place. Do you remember a movie called Gums? It was about a mermaid who blew guys to death.
No, I didn't see that.
Wow.
I saw Freaks there.
Freaks, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Rock and Roll High School, Pelvis, a hip comedy, all these really odd movies. All the John Waters.
A mermaid who blows guys to death?
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
It was called Gums.
Let's get a screening of that. Wow. Why don't we start our own little mini cinema?
Revival.
Our fans would go to that.
But they showed all those John Waters movies, including the one in Odorama where you had to scratch and sniff.
I saw that at Uniondale Mini Cinema.
Great. It was
all potted up.
But I can never figure out, I always wondered, the entire world knew that you could go there to get high, and how come they never got busted?
I don't know, but I used to smoke weed right there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was the other thing. They would
in the theater with the movie.
Of course.
They put speakers in the back, Robin, that were like from Woodstock, and you could go on a Sunday and it would be the Jimi Hendrix triple feature.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Movie, Jimmy's Rainbow Bridge, and Jimmy Plays Berkeley.
Yeah, you could sit in the movies all night till like 6 in the morning.
And your ears would be gone and you'd be high as a kite.
Yeah, great times. Good times.
Great place.
But really, when you're 14, where else could you go to get high?
Yeah.
Hey, in honor of...
Well, you're not supposed to.
In honor of Gary's father, I'd like to play a song, actually. Let me see if I can find it. Nah, I don't think I have it.
Preview page 1, I think it's in the bottom right.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
All right, for your dad, all right?
Okay.
Voodoo Booey when you want to request it.
To me, that's like carving, Goofy on the head of a matchstick. It does take a lot of time, but what's the point?
Brian, you're on the air in Tacoma, Washington.
Hey, how you doing there, brother?
Hey, Brian, what's up?
Oh, not much, man. I was just wondering, what's going on with that show Heroes on NBC? You see that? I know you're into superheroes.
Heroes on NBC? I don't know anything about that.
Heroes, but I saw a good movie
little piece.
Yeah, I love that. That was one of the best arguments ever on the show.
So now, is your mom still with you from the funeral and everything?
She's out at my aunt's house on Long Island. She's coming back in a couple of days.
All right.
And then who knows from there?
Is she saying she's going to live with you guys or something?
No. But she's got to go.
She's got to go back.
That prefab house. She can't live.
Yeah, she's got to go back at some point.
Yeah, you got to send her back to Florida, right?
Didn't her house come in like a box?
No.
Are you worried that your mom's going to now try and move in with you?
No. Because we've sort of discussed that in the past. She's not going to try and move in.
Good. No, you don't want that.
Nobody's going to take her in.
No, but I'm gonna, but it's like they got like, the first thing we're gonna do, they had like 6 different bank accounts. They kept separate accounts, and then it turns out my father had a couple of accounts that nobody knew about that he was saving for my mother for when he passed away. Right. So they got all these accounts. So I got to go to the bank and get them all consolidated.
You got to do all that.
You got to get a death certificate so you can close out, close out accounts. All that thing. I get them all consolidated, and then I've got to open up online.
Isn't there a legal issue though? They weren't married. Can she get his money?
Yeah. And then
he left it to her in the will.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we got to get I got to get online banking so that I can pay all her bills from my computer.
Oh, you're going to take care of that?
Yeah. You know what? Whatever. You start them on a rotating thing. The cable bill comes the same day every month. The car bill comes the same day every month.
More responsibilities.
My mother said to me like a month ago, she handed me like this stack of papers and she goes, "Can you pay all my bills?" And I'm like, "No."
Did your father take care of all the finances?
Yeah.
That complicated situation.
I'm going to tell you something funny. I said to my mother, tried to keep the checkbook and everything. So she shows me her checkbook, and I see that the ledger is completely blank. There's nothing written down on the ledger. So I said to my mother, I go, "Ma, how do you know what's wrong?" She goes, "Oh, don't worry." So she goes into her closet, and she opens up a thing, and she comes out with a spiral notebook. And in the spiral notebook is the check number. On every line is the check number, the date, who it's written to, and the amount. But nothing's balanced.
Do
you know what I mean? So she does have a record.
Take out anything.
There is a record of every check. There's no deposits written in. She's just written down every check.
Well, that's something.
Like who does the finances with your mom and dad? Does your mom write checks?
My dad.
So does your mom know how to write a check and
No. She can't do anything.
So you'll be doing it when you're...
No, I won't. I can't do it either.
You'll be online banking.
I won't do a thing. You know what? They better go together. Honestly, if my dad... I pray my mom goes before my dad.
Why? Why would you say that?
Because my father handles all that kind of stuff for my mother.
You just don't want the problem.
I don't. I don't want any problems. I got enough friggin' problems.
But, how will you talk to your dad? Because your mom used to handle that part.
Yeah, I don't care. At this point, what's the difference? I'll say hi. I'll send him smoke signals. No, because he handles everything for her. I don't know how the hell. I don't even think the woman knows how to write a check or handle her finances or anything.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able to balance a checkbook.
She once said to my dad, "If you die, I'm going to give all our money to charity."
So right away you have to get all the money.
And I'm like, Ma, no, because who is going to pay for anything? You still have to live. I don't have to.
I'm very simple.
Yeah, I'm very simple. He goes, "No, you don't. You guys go out to dinner every night. You go out to lunch every day. What are you talking about simple? You got cars. You got a home. I'm very simple. I have simple needs. I'm giving all my money to transcendental meditation."
Do you think that she would, move into, one of those facilities?
No, she doesn't want to, but she's going to have to if she gives away all her money. I'm not paying for her. I'm not.
She better go with the money.
I don't want to live with her. I lived with her. 18 years was enough.
That was enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's the funny thing. My mother keeps talking about how she really doesn't like Florida.
Oh.
And she wants to move back to New York, and I keep telling her that, that your house in Florida is not... No, she wants to move into her own place. But the place in Florida is a tenth of what, it's going to cost to get a place in New York.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I didn't know she didn't like Florida.
Remind your mother when she lived in New York, she lived in an all-black neighborhood.
Don't laugh. First of all, Sal was off the hook. He comes to my father's wake and he's telling my wife, he goes, I passed 3 check cashing places and 2 rib joints.
Yeah.
The diner.
Why did you have the funeral in Uniondale?
Because that's just where they're from, and that's that's where they lived for 45 years of their life. But it's funny because...
But it's all black people now.
Actually, it's Hispanic, I found out now.
Was their house really in Uniondale?
It was, Robin, it was probably less than a 3-minute walk from the funeral home.
The only person who lived in a worse neighborhood than Gary is me.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, the diner that we used to go to all the time. It was like this great diner. I drove by, I was like, there's a diner, and I see it's like a Dominican restaurant. There's like crabs painted on the side.
See, that's the difference between Uniondale and Roosevelt, where I grew up. In Uniondale, it's still, the restaurant's there. In Roosevelt, the old diner is burned down.
Right.
Just burn it
closed.
down.
Our movie theater yours just has bullet holes in it.
Oh, no, that closed down years
Right,
ago.
it's just not there anymore.
No, but the movie theater in my town is now, like, for instance, there's a vacant lot that was across the street from my mom and dad's house for years, which is now this enormous Jehovah's Witness church.
They got Uniondale Mini Cinema still?
Long gone. It's a church now.
Oh, no kidding.
But it's still the mini cinema. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't change it or anything.
They didn't change anything about it.
It's got a marquee on it, and instead of saying Rocky Horror Picture Show, it says, Mass at 11 on Sunday.
The coolest place ever was the Uniondale Mini Cinema. You could go there and smoke tons of weed and watch these weird, freaky art movies at midnight, like horror movies. Pink Flamingos, I saw at Uniondale Mini Cinema.
Somebody reminded me at my father's wake, we were talking about the mini cinema because it was a legendary place. Do you remember a movie called Gums? It was about a mermaid who blew guys to death.
No, I didn't see that.
Wow.
I saw Freaks there.
Freaks, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Rock and Roll High School.
Yeah.
Pelvis, a hip comedy, all these really odd movies. All
A mermaid who blows guys to death?
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
It was called Gums.
Let's get a screening of that. Wow. Why don't we start our own little mini cinema?
Revival.
Our fans would go to that.
But they showed all those John Waters movies, including the one in Odorama where you had to scratch and sniff.
I saw that at Uniondale Mini Cinema.
Great. It was
all potted up.
But I can never figure out, I always wondered, the entire world knew that you could go there to get high, and how come they never got busted?
I don't know, but I used to smoke weed right there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was the other thing. They would
in the theater with the movie.
Of course.
They put speakers in the back, Robin, that were like from Woodstock, and you could go on a Sunday and it would be the Jimi Hendrix triple feature.
Yeah.
Jimmy the movie, Jimmy's Rainbow Bridge, and Jimmy Plays Berkeley.
Yeah, you could sit in the movies all night till like 6 in the morning.
And your eardrums would be gone and you'd be high as a kite.
Yeah, great times. Good times.
Great place.
But really, when you're 14, where else could you go to get high?
Yeah.
Hey, in honor of...
Well, you're not supposed to.
In honor of Gary's father, I'd like to play a song, actually. Let me see if I can find it. Nah, I don't think I have it.
Preview page 1, I think it's in the bottom right.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
All right, for your dad, all right?
Okay.
Voodoo Buoy when you want to request it.
I mean, that's like carving, Goofy on the head of a matchstick. It does take a lot of time, but what's the point?
Brian, you're on the air in Tacoma, Washington.
Hey, how you doing there, brother?
Hey, Brian, what's up?
Oh, not much, man. I was just wondering, what's going on with that show Heroes on NBC? You see that? I know you're into superheroes.
Heroes on NBC? I don't know anything about that.
Heroes, but I saw a good movie that's coming out. And I was shocked big penises in it.
Howard.
Yeah.
Howard. Who was that in the background? Hey, Robin, my Mike Nelson amphibious nigger, baby. Is that you? When am I going to come over there and step with that brown eye?
What the hell's he talking about?
He's doing the guy who calls in.
Doing Hate Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobo, you're on the air. Bobo, I haven't spoken to you in a while.
Gary, sorry about your father, man.
Thank you.
Listen, Howard, I picked up the Hamptons magazine. I was out in the Hamptons last week, and you did it with you and Beth, huh? Nice picture.
You mean the cover she did?
Yeah, she looked good.
Yeah, that was good.
I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, I thought that was her best cover.
Yeah? She's done some good ones.
Or something.
What, Bobo?
You were in the Star Room or something?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not a real big fan of going to these places, but I did it for Beth. They had a cover party for her, so I showed up, and everyone said I looked real miserable. Because,
you know what they said? They said Howard Stern and a beautiful partner, Beth Ostrowski, a stunning model and budding actress. This tall, lanky blonde is a perfect counterpart to the still boyish-looking, mop-headed Howard.
Oh, good.
Boyish.
Yeah, what the hell are they doing?
Oh, that's good. I like that boyish-looking mop head. But that's Hamptons Magazine. They got to say nice stuff about me.
But you know what? I got to tell you, remember the captain on my boat?
Yeah.
When I had the party?
Yeah.
He said to me the other day, I was saying something about you, and I said, yeah, and I gave him a party for his 52nd birthday. And he goes, Howard's 52?
I look like I'm 30.
And he did. He said,
awesome.
I thought he was about 35.
Yeah, I'm awesome. I'm awesome. Forget about it. People don't understand how good I look. You know what? When you see these pictures of me, it's really not accurate.
That's not you.
If you could only see me in person, you would see how hot I am.
Oh, I thought you'd appreciate that. He really, literally was blown away.
And I took off 8 pounds this vacation.
Did you do what?
I completely cut out food. It really works. David Arquette's on the phone. David, I saw a picture in the paper this morning. What the hell were you wearing?
Where was I?
You're in the Daily News.
Oh, no.
You're with some hot chick, but I don't think it's your girlfriend.
It should be my girlfriend.
Oh, maybe it is your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you're walking out of a club and you're wearing like these,
I had a tuxedo on.
Yeah, but like paisley. But like a paisley pants and some kind
I don't know.
What kind of crazy? How you doing, man? I haven't heard from you in ages.
I'm doing great. How are you? I lost my voice, though. I was singing.
I was going to say, what's wrong with you?
Hey, what's going on? You sober or not?
I'm not sober, no.
What happened?
I'm sober at this moment.
No, but I mean, what happened? You're back to drinking?
Yeah, I'm drinking again.
Oy vey.
Is that a bad thing, or did you figure it out?
Well, it's I don't know if I've figured it out. I actually have figured it out, yes.
I always told you could have a few drinks.
Yeah, well, that's the game. I mean, you have to keep the little, the little demons.
David, what are you doing though? Are you able to like have 1 or 2 drinks, or are you back to like drinking like a whole bottle of stuff?
No, I'm a drinker, so yeah, I drink a lot.
Oh dear.
When did you get off because you were doing pretty good.
Yeah, I know. See, my problem with being honest with you and talking to you is that people are going to take all this and just be cruel with it.
Yeah,
sort of like what's happening with our society. Everybody's being so cruel and mean to each other that it's just sort of this never-ending cycle. And I'm kind of on a different kick now. I sort of had this really deep and philosophical moment where I figured out what this whole game is. The whole game of life. I got it.
Go ahead. Let me hear.
It's called the kindness game.
Tell us.
Yeah, tell me because I haven't figured it out.
Well, it's called the kindness game.
Go ahead.
And kindness is the new currency. Love is the new currency.
Go ahead.
People are so cruel to each other throughout the world.
True.
Everyone is always like trying to get over on someone else. And it's really about being kinder and more understanding and thoughtful and generous. Because on one side you have violence. On one side you have, sexual deviance, not like beautiful, like fun, crazy sex between two people that agree upon it. You have the other kind that is forceful and taking advantage of people.
You're not drunk, you're high.
Violence,
you're high.
Hurting others. On the other side, you have love. What?
I said you're not drunk, you're high.
No, I'm not.
I was going to say, this isn't helping his case.
What?
You smoking any weed, or are you just drinking? I'll smoke a little weed. I mean, I don't really want to
oh my goodness,
all that, because the problem is people are going to take this and start talking about it.
No, what I admire
about me and talking about each other.
Can I tell you something, David?
The problem that's going on is everybody's talking about everybody else.
There's a lot of gossip. You're right, but you know what? I'll tell you this.
What?
I admire your honesty, because so many people who go to rehab, they get sober, and then they lie when they are drinking. Like they're in full-blown fucking denial.
Right.
You're like, no, I'm drinking.
Well, there are no secrets in the world at all. You know what I mean? Ultimately, everyone knows everything. So you have to
I knew he was drinking, and we hadn't even talked to him.
Are you concerned, David, that you're drinking, or are you like, hey, I think I got this under control?
When I had this sort of I don't know, this new understanding of like the kindness game and what's going on out there.
Go ahead.
I was walking. I was drunk, but I wasn't that drunk. But I was walking back from a club in Las Vegas with my girlfriend.
Right.
And there was a guy walking in front of me who was drunker than I'd ever seen anybody drunk. And my phone was out of juice. I actually wanted to film him because it was so funny and just to like remind me never get this way.
Yeah.
But it was actually like oh, wow. And I just was watching him. I was watching him walk. And then I went to an elevator. We got on the elevator, and there's this guy there. And I was like, hey, how's your night today? He said, it sucks. I just lost $15,000. He was so bummed. And it was just sort of like something out there showing me, like, don't fall into those kind of traps.
When did you decide to start drinking again? Like, what was your decision process like? You were sober, and then all of a sudden you said, fuck this, I'm going back to drinking.
It was, you know, I'd been sober for 2 years and 4 months, and I don't know, I don't know, I just felt like it. I felt like I just needed to, I was feeling like I wasn't being that true to myself.
Right.
Like what I enjoy and this and that. And I understand, like, the other sides. You know, one thing is I never drive whenever I drink. Ever.
Yeah, but were you supposed to call someone when you feel like drinking, or you just said, screw this, I'm not calling anybody?
No, I had been calling them. I had been talking to, people involved in, different programs, my therapist.
And did you say to them, look, I'm starting to...
Like, they're very clear about, you shouldn't do this. It's bad for you and this and that. And I get it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, I am a wild man, so I do get out of control and, like, but I try to keep a cap on it. And
what about your girlfriend? What is she thinking?
My girlfriend's the coolest.
She's what?
She's the coolest. She's a sweetheart. Yeah. She supports me.
She does?
Yeah.
Will she drink with you, or does she try to say, hey, no more drinking?
No, she's cool,
Yeah. Right.
I'm trying to, like, not get in all that because it just feeds this beast of, like, people talking about each other.
Right.
And it's like whoever's sitting out there right now and you're taking notes and you're, like, getting the transcript of this, and then you're going on and you're writing, and you're, like, talking about another person, and you're, like, trying to bring people down. It's just this disease that's infecting our whole country.
But do you think
if you look out on the internet,
right,
and you see how mean and cruel people are, that's not who we are.
Everyone is mean. Everyone is mean.
Like, how we're, like, behaving, but it's not who we are. We're much cooler than that. We're much kinder than that. We need to get back to a place where we're supporting each other and embracing each other and celebrating each other and loving each other.
It does seem like everyone is mean on the internet. It's true.
I'm telling you, and Howard, I really want your help on this. We need to change the dialogue. It has to, like, it's time for a new wave of love. It's a new love revolution. It's got to happen. Happened in the 60s, and it's just time. We're too cool of a spirit of humanity that we go around and do this. Because at my main time, I might do whatever I do in my own journey, and I'm trying to figure out my process.
Yeah, but what did someone say about you that was so mean? Something obviously has really irked you about meanness. Like, did someone say something about you drinking, or something about you personally that like what is really making you nuts?
Yeah, well, there was an article online from a certain online sort of gutter media thing.
Yeah.
That broke the story that I was drinking again. Okay,
right.
So they were the first one to actually report it. That part they got true. What they got wrong was what rehab I went to, they got wrong. What day I was drinking, they got wrong. They said I was drinking on Saturday, and the story they were explaining started on a Thursday. Okay, this is how it goes. I was in...
yeah, but does it matter really what day you started drinking? I mean...
It does, because when they said I was, like, in Richmond, Virginia doing this thing at a strip club, I was actually at my friend's wedding in Santa Barbara, where I set these two people up. Two good friends of mine. I set them up. They fell in love. And it was like, that is one of the greatest nights of my life, because I actually, like, helped these two fall in love. And, like, that is magic.
So you're upset more that they got the day wrong than the actual story wrong?
Well, I'm just upset that, no, I'm not really upset. I mean, I'm sad that as a culture, we're so obsessed at being cruel and mean to each other. And we're not, like, because that's the game. I'm telling you, Howard,
is Courtney speaking to you about your drinking, or are you upset because Courtney and you were broken up? Maybe that's what.
Courtney's super cool too, man,
right.
And everybody's getting along and understanding, and, like, now we're like practicing what I'm talking about. We're, like, being kind and loving to each other rather than everyone is,
Right.
She's cool to my new girl, and my new girl's cool as my ex, and everybody's getting along,
Right. Well, hey, listen, man. I know what you mean. It can get to you.
No.
But at the same point, I got to tell you though, David. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm worried about you only because, I know you got a problem with alcohol.
Those things tend to get out of control.
Yeah, as long as I mean, I know some guys who...
Whatever I do, I'm going to go through this journey and figure out my life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a responsible person. I have my daughter 3 days a week. I'm incredibly responsible.
Right.
I'm living my life, but the thing is, I'm really trying not to hurt people and be cruel and talk mean about people. And it really has to change. It's this, silly game where we're all caught up, and the only thing is, like, us getting up, like, whoever, me pushing my own self, and, it's all ego and all this shit, like, our whole world's, like, twisted. And the fact of the matter is, it's all about love. That is the new currency. And the kinder you're going to be, the more sort of you bring your friends into certain projects, you, like, help another, the more you start, like, focusing on the love part and play the kindness game, the more we're going to start shining.
I got nervous because I read, again, I'm reading this.
Yeah.
You were on some movie, and now you're not on the movie. They
Okay, this
replaced
is a
it.
perfect story. It's the
Go
same
ahead.
people that have been up my ass, and they're probably going to write a story about this, too.
But good, clear this up with the movie thing. Now, were you fired for partying on a movie or something?
No, I was not fired from partying at all.
Go ahead.
Okay, it was this movie I was doing. We were filming in Covina. I had shot 3 days on it, and I went to the set, and I'm playing this prick, like, who's trying to sell a house out from under his ex-wife who has ALS.
Right.
A really asshole character. He's
Right.
a yuppie and all this shit. So I'm playing this character, and, I didn't really get any response from the director that he wasn't, liking my performance or this or that. But I'm doing this scene, and it's feeling kind of awkward, and the lines aren't coming easily, and it's a little weird scene. And I turn, and I'm having the scene with Anthony Michael Hall.
Right.
I'm a huge fan of Anthony Michael Hall. He's a great man, a great actor.
Good actor, yeah.
Yeah, and we're having this scene together, and as I'm saying my lines to him, I'm thinking in my head, this guy would be better for the part than I am. And so we finish the scene, everything's great, I go home, and when I get home, the director calls me, and he says, David, I don't think it's working out, I'm not feeling the character, and I said, well, Carl, it's kind of out of left field, you didn't tell me on the set that you weren't, happy with what I was doing.
Right.
And I said, listen, even I was sitting there today, and I was looking at Anthony, and I said, Anthony, Michael would be better for this role than I am.
That
and
was
he said,
generous.
Yeah.
Wow. So you weren't upset
Essentially,
about
I got dumped on the set.
So you were all for the change. You felt like you couldn't handle the part, and that wasn't something you wanted to do.
Well, I could handle the part. It just would have been a different direction, to cut it all together. But the director wasn't happy with it, and he has his own vision for it, so I get it.
Right. You wanted to play it a different way than he did.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But it's sad because
So creative differences.
A really sweet guy, but he might not have known he was talking to, journalists or this or that. He
Right.
told a story about me getting fired, and I feel bad for him because he kind of got caught up in the web of, this thing. And
So you mean you don't blame the director for talking to them? You blame the guy who wrote the article? Because it sounds like the director should have shut his mouth about it.
No, the director actually spoke to them. We spoke to this online company even before they printed the story and set them straight.
Right.
But they still went ahead and printed a story about hard partying, David Arquette, and this and that.
Yeah, because David's a real honest guy. He'll tell you what happens. I mean, he really will. I mean, he's not someone who hides from the press.
But not all the time do people know what is happening, Howard.
Yeah, well... So what happened? So how'd you lose your voice? You went out last night?
No, this was a couple nights ago. I went and I was singing with the band.
With that club you own, that thing you own?
No, it was after my club. I have two clubs now. One called Bootsy Bellows and one called Hooray Henry's. So any night you want to go out in L.A. except Mondays.
See, that's what I think did you in with the drinking. I think you were in the business of partying in clubs. I mean, he's got these great wild clubs where you go and it's a whole experience. David's got Bootsy's is like this crazy kind of, got all kinds of weird shit going down while you're in the club.
Yeah.
How can you stay away from drinking if you're in a club all the time and everyone's drinking?
Well, I did it for,
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. I did. And
that had to be.
Not the point.
You can do it. You can. You know, it's hard, but you know.
You can do it for a little while, apparently.
Right.
What?
Well, 2 years is a miracle to do 2 years and be in that business is
But,
almost impossible.
everybody's, oh, well, I did it for 2 years. No, but you didn't continue to do it, so after 2 years, you couldn't do it.
It's too fucking hard.
Yeah, that's how hard it was.
I mean, it is hard. I mean, that whole place and that whole lifestyle is about celebration.
Yeah.
You know, and it's about hospitality. And you show people a great time. You know, run around and playing with puppets and we're dancing around. And, you know...
So how much did you have to drink that night?
It's hard to do that without drinking.
How much did you drink that night?
You don't have to do that without...
Well, how many drinks would you say you had that night?
What?
The night you lost your voice, how many drinks did you have?
The night I lost my voice, I don't know. I probably had about 4 or 5 drinks.
What, like vodkas?
Yeah. Yeah, vodka.
So if
and
you
I get strong drinks, and you know,
right?
But I wasn't like stumbling around, you know.
Right.
I had a driver. I was, you know, I wasn't like a knucklehead.
When you look at like a Lindsay Lohan, do you think she should stop drinking?
I think everyone's on their own journey, and I'm sick of like people
making
judging
judgments.
Others, you know?
Right.
I think the only way to deal with anybody is to, you know, have love and support. You know, whatever their journey is.
I support you.
I know you do. I love
do,
you, buddy.
I love you too. I just want to make sure you're okay here because that, you know.
No, trust me. I'm
well,
a wild
Howard,
man,
come on.
What?
It's not okay.
It's not okay. Okay, Mom. I'm sorry.
No, it's not like I want to be your mom, and I understand you're on your journey, and this is part of the process.
So do you think
But it's not
help
okay.
People talking about where I am or what? Do you think that's all like, you know, so people can look at me and either compare themselves to me or think they're better
Well,
than
you
me?
are famous, so people are going to do that. I mean, that's the world we live in.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, listen, that's part of the deal.
Unfortunately, you wound up a role model.
Yeah, you're a role model.
Okay, well, if I'm a role model, follow me on this. It's the kindness game. We all need to be more loving and kind to each other. And I would love to put together a concert with some of the greatest music in the world and have everybody come together.
I hear Zeppelin reunion.
Whoever, I love Zeppelin. But for one, I would love to have a love concert.
You get married again?
In Detroit. In Detroit, we got to save Detroit.
Are you going to get married again? Are you getting married again?
The city in America that's gone bankrupt.
Are you getting married again?
People that are incredible, that have produced some of the most amazing music our world has ever seen.
David, you getting married again or not?
We have no plans to.
All right.
But I love my girlfriend with all my heart. She's such a sweetheart. She's so supportive and understanding.
I always want to ask this question. So after you don't have a drink for 2 years and 4 months,
yeah,
all right, when you have that first drink, what's your go-to drink, and is it everything you imagine it to be?
Not really, you know. I mean, I don't know. I'm afraid to be honest with, like, you and with the world because people are so cruel at this time, you know?
Right.
It's really, like, hard.
But what can they do with honesty, David?
But, yeah, it was, you know, drinking feels good.
Yeah.
You know, when you drink too much, it feels bad. You know, it's a pretty simple equation.
Right.
Well,
you know,
how
and
much
if
are
drink
you
too much,
drinking
it'll screw
every
your life
day?
up. I mean, I know all this.
Are you drinking every day?
No, I didn't drink yesterday.
He said he's got the kid 3 days a week. You're not drinking during that.
No.
And so...
Well, you know, just, you know.
What?
Ever. I mean, I have my club on Tuesdays. I have a few drinks.
Right.
But sometimes I go to my club and I don't drink, even since I've been drinking.
I'm afraid Robin's going to go back to eating rice again if she hears this interview. You, Robin, any chance of that? Because she's off rice completely.
I have not. It's been a while since I've had
How many
rice.
years?
It's not years. It's just months.
Just months. So you could go back on rice. She's not eating any rice.
Looking at David, I can only say it's one day at a time, right?
That's right. You better believe it. Where you at? You in L.A.?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in ages.
I know, man. I'd love to see you. I saw you briefly at that party.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even talk to you hardly.
I know.
I know. You never get to talk to anybody at that party.
No, I know. Well, whoever talks to me, I talk back to. It's crazy.
I know. Everyone doesn't want to bother you.
What happened? Your girlfriend moved out to L.A., so she's with you now, right?
Yeah, we live together. We moved in together.
Oh, so you're not in New York that much?
Not in New York at all, really.
What time is it in L.A.? 6 a.m.? Have you been up all night?
No. I woke up because my girl has to get up at 5 o'clock. We went to bed at 9:30.
What's she doing? She got work?
Yeah, she's got work.
Yeah, she's super hot. I saw a picture of her coming out of the club with you. And
she's the most beautiful, little, sweet girl in the world.
I bet she's very, very good in the sack. Absolutely.
She's so fun. She's such a sweetie.
Really? She's up for it all?
You
ever tie her up?
Wonderful, fun life.
You ever tie her up?
No, she doesn't like that.
No, well, no one likes it. You just do it.
You ask?
You don't ask. Have you ever burned her with lit cigarettes?
No.
No?
I'm not into hurting another.
Oh, that's right. You're into the kindness thing. I forgot about
the
that.
kindness game.
I thought you were into burning people with cigarettes.
We have to have the love concert.
Right.
I shut down all my social media. I shut down Twitter. I shut down my Facebook.
Right.
Because people were too cruel.
Oh, did you? You shut down Twitter and Facebook, huh?
Yeah, people are being too mean out there, man.
Oh,
it's
my
over.
God. Yeah, I
it's
tell
over.
you. Even my so-called fans are mean. Well, you know what? I got to say, a lot of people really are nice, actually.
Yeah, there are. There are a lot of nice people, and I miss them. Like, I want to, communicate with them.
Yeah. You want to talk to people on the phone or no?
Sure.
Well, let's see what everyone's saying. I'm sure let's see if there's any nice people on the phone.
Let's see.
All right. Richard, are you nice?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey,
what up?
I just want to make a comment, if I may, because I think David really is full of shit in many respects, and I just want to express why.
Why? Why is he full of shit?
Many respects? What?
Wow. What do you mean many respects? He hasn't said that much.
He's talking about how we all need to love each other and be kind to each other.
Right.
And how everyone is so cruel to each other.
Right.
And I just want to ask him.
Job of that.
I just want to ask him how he thinks his alcoholism is going to affect his daughter, and how he feels this is being kind to her, and how this is going to affect her when.
All right, fair enough. Let him answer that. You know.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let him
talk.
Let him answer.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Is he mean, David?
Yeah, I mean, there's a cruelness to the way he's talking to me,
right,
and laying it all out. But I hear the point. And, that is part of, my responsibility of how I have to, try to, keep it, under control.
That's right.
But, I'm on my own journey, and so is my daughter. As much as I'm having to be, her parent, we all,
Go
we
ahead,
all
Max.
are learning.
Max, you're on the air with David Arquette in the Bronx.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Dave, man? I got to say, I completely agree with you, man. The whole world is just crazy with social media today. It's just like a bunch of nameless, faceless people out there that can be so cruel, but if you were ever to meet them in real life, they would never say any of this stuff to you.
That's a good point. Sometimes if you go knock on these fuckers' doors, I read his story. Unbelievable. David will like this. Was I think the guy was a professional wrestler or something, and some guy was
boxer.
A boxer, yes, it was a boxer. Robin's right. And the guy was on Twitter, and some dude was calling him out and saying all kinds of shit about his wife and his kid. Fucking boxer hired a private eye, tracks down where the guy lives, walks over, knocks on his door, and goes, "Okay, dude. Here I am. Now say this shit to my face." The fucker starts crying at the door, won't say a word, and then made a public apology and said that it was all wrong what he said. David, maybe a lot of the meanness has to do with the fact that people have anonymity when they say it. They hide behind pseudonyms.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say one more thing before I hang up. Dave, I love you, man. You don't sound too good. I feel bad. I hope that you get the help that you need or whatever it is. But I just want to say, man, I'm a big fan.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
All right, Max. Oh, there's some nice.
My voice really is. I was screaming with a band, so that's why my voice is shot.
You blew out your pipes, bro.
What?
You blew out your pipes.
I blew out my pipes.
Yeah. Hey, David, listen. I'm glad you called in because it's been way too long. I haven't spoken to you in so long. And David emailed me over the weekend.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. And Yeah, one of these days we'll get together. If I ever go out to L.A. again, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Love to see you. I miss you. I love you.
Miss you, too.
I hear people, I take it all in, but I am a really kind person when I do meet people in person.
Right.
And I really do want to start a new dialogue about love. It's what Bob Marley was talking about. It's what John Lennon was talking about. It's what we all need to be talking about because we're all on the same playing field. We're all equal, no matter what our problems are.
Who's more about love than me?
No matter wrong, no matter if we're the shittiest person in the world or the sweetest person in the world, we're all equal. And this whole looking up and looking down at people, it's over. It's not honoring us. We're all little pieces of like something bigger. And what's bigger is it's the game, the kindness game. Whatever's up there wants us to be kind. It wants us to, cultivate love. And that's how we're going to succeed in this, journey. And then you know what? Once we start doing that, our art's going to get better. Our music's going to get better. We're all going to start, seeing and talking and being more honest with each other. And, I got my own problems, yes, and I will, sort them out. I go to a therapist. I really am working on myself. I'm trying to discover, what it is. This was a big part of it, me figuring out, this kindness game. And I'm serious. I want to start this crazy game. I want to do a crazy concert that all is about love, and it's for the people. You raise the money for the people, and I want you to help. All right, Howard? I know.
Me? Help with kindness? Who's kinder than me?
Whichever way you can.
All right.
I know. Well, what you are is, you're amazing. I mean, you really did. You were honest. That's your greatest quality. Is that you're honest and you bring out this incredible honesty. There's an intense cruelty, too, with some of the joking. I mean, you know what? I forgot his name. Eric the actor.
Eric the actor, yes.
Yes, Eric the actor just gets dumped on all the time. And he's so enraged about people being
Talk about cruelty, yeah.
Yes, very cruel. All right, David, listen.
Yes.
I love you. I'm gonna come see you. I'm gonna call you.
I love you, buddy.
I'm going to check up on you.
Thank you.
All right. And whatever path you take, man, I hope...
Fred, Benji, love you guys.
We all love you, too, David.
We love you, too, David.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Play the kindness game. Spread it.
No. All right.
Yes.
Later, brother.
Bye.
Bye. That's David Arquette. I'm making the big announcement. He's back to drinking.
Oh.
But... I hope he's okay, that's all. Listen, I got a couple of friends who have all been sober and then went back to drinking.
And?
Some of them are doing just fine. They have it under control and some aren't.
That's the question. It's which group is David in?
Yeah, well, only he knows the answer to that.
So, Gary, the show has been friends with countless celebrities over the years, and this phone call with David Arquette is a perfect example of getting this sort of insider access to their life. Having said that, can you kind of gauge where he's at, in your opinion, based on, what you know about celebrities and problems and alcoholism?
Listen, I'm an outsider. I don't know his life. I love David. I think David's a great guy. I think that once you've gone to rehab to stop drinking, you have to not drink anymore. And I know he's on a journey. And, I feel like there's a lot of rationalization going on there. But at the end of the day, he probably needs to not do this, and he's got to figure out the way that that's going to happen.
Because he's been on the show a lot, and we've sort of seen him through a lot of ups and downs and stuff like that. Where, based on that information, I know you're not on the inside, but, does he sound like this is Hollywood speak with his kindness is the new currency? Is this?
Well, listen, I get the kindness as a new currency has nothing to do with whether he's drinking or not. Those are two separate issues. And if you spend time going to rehab, you're probably saying to yourself, "Hey, this isn't something I should be doing because I'm not my best when I'm doing this." So why he's throwing that out the window now, I don't know. But he's got to figure out how to get there. I guess that's his journey.
I can't wait. In the coming weeks, we have. Metallica's gonna come in and perform live. I can't tell you how excited I am about that. We had a writing meeting the other day, and Richard Christie's sitting there, and he raises his hand, and he goes, I would do just about anything to sit on the couch when Metallica is in there playing. I would even make out with John Hine for 10 to 15 seconds. And, I'm sitting there going, What, like, how does a guy, forget about, like, how did he come up with John Hine? All right, not only is it bizarre that he's going to make out with a man to see Metallica play in the studio, but, how do you come up with the name John Hine out of all the guys here?
Well, you should know, so this writing meeting we do in a big conference room every week, and everyone's around the table. So when he says John Hine, like John Hine's eyebrow goes up. Like, who the fuck?
How did I get involved?
No one told me about this.
Yeah, right.
But I thought, like, you can make out with Will, Sal. Like, how did he come up with John?
I just feel John Hine would be a very funny guy for him to make out.
It would be, but to have a name, it'd be one thing to say, I'll make out with a guy on the staff.
Right.
He specifically said John Hine.
And I don't want to do it.
I by the way, I would watch it. Yeah, right. That's the other. I don't want to do it. But
I don't want to make out.
He always says that. But he suggests these things.
Howard, it's every week when we go into the writing meeting, we laugh to see how many ideas when Richard gets up to pitch will be him doing something gay or naked.
It's 90% gay and naked.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Richard, come here.
By the way, how nice does our hallway and our green room and stuff look?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Hey. Why John Hine?
It's just funny stuff with John Hine because he's the most.
John's not going to make out with you.
You never know until you ask.
Right.
You
just think it would be funnier. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's just funny. If I did it with, like, Mike Morales
when you say
or
make
Sal,
out, you mean like tongue?
Yeah, like Lisa G and Ronnie did.
But hold on, it would be funny if you did it. Wouldn't it be funny if you did it with JD?
See, doesn't that look funny? I was trying to kiss Gary.
Go ahead, kiss him.
Wouldn't it be funny if you did it with JD?
Kiss him. Kiss Gary.
No.
Go ahead, kiss him.
I'm going to choke you.
He's trying to choke me.
But if you did it with JD, that'd be funny. Why not JD?
Like, I could lean in and kiss Gary right now.
Yeah, but JD won't kiss.
But neither will John. In other words, there's 10
Why don't you make out with High Pitch Mike? He might do it because he's gay.
But it's not as funny.
Oh, it'll be funny.
Well, I'm not up for it. But
what do you mean you're not up for it?
But he's up for John. That's what I'm saying. There's something going on.
Why are you up for John over High Pitch Mike?
It's I don't know. Something about making out with John Hine is hilarious.
He said in the meeting, by the way, he goes, "I don't want to make out with High Pitch Mike. His mouth has been in some weird places."
Oh, John Hine has been in the right place.
Yeah, John Hine hasn't had like jizz on his lips.
Right,
and stuff.
right. Hey, John, is there any chance you'll make out with Richard?
Come on, help a brother out, John.
I will allow you to sit in with Metallica if you make out with John Hine. There's no doubt.
And that's what makes it not a gay stunt because I get to see a manly band like Metallica.
Are you up for this in any way?
Absolutely not.
Were you shocked when he suggested it?
Yeah, I mean, the idea didn't surprise me, but me, I guess, because it's funny that it's me, and I guess I'm safe in Richard's eyes. Don't touch me. But no, and then I was like, what's in it for me?
He must be. Well, that's ridiculous. I know. What's in it for
You're
you?
a team player. That's what's in it.
But you must be attracted to him a little bit.
I mean,
more than High Pitch Mike.
I'm not. I know nobody believes me, but I'm not a gay homosexual man. And but John is handsome.
You kind of are, though, in the sense that you would make out with a guy. I mean, that's gay.
Yeah, but a lot of guys do that drinking just for fun and goofing around.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, there it is.
Where's his evidence?
I don't know. He makes statements that I've never heard before.
Well, a lot of my buddies.
All right. Well, go find a guy to make out with, and if you do, maybe we'll have you in here for Metallica.
Like, what about Jason Kaplan?
Jason, will you make out with him? Would you do that? If you do it,
no, I won't make out with you. I'm sorry, dude. Metallica will be here regardless.
You would make out with Jason?
Yeah, why me?
To sit on the couch to watch Metallica, of course.
All right, if you can convince him to do that, I would...
Is it wrong that I'm flattered? Because he just turned Gary down.
Right.
And I'm in. I actually feel good about myself for a second.
But will you do it for 15 seconds with him?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want to make out with you.
But it'll be remembered as a great stunt. It's funny.
You'll go down in history.
I'm not looking for that.
He'll be on the front page of HowardStern.com.
Would you make out with Sal?
Yeah, but I don't think Sal will do it either.
Really? I think he would.
He said in the meeting.
Your boyfriend won't make out with you?
He said in the meeting he won't.
Oh.
Rejected.
I think he would, actually.
No, Howard, he said, Sal, come here. He says, no way. Why no way, Sal? It's the gayest stunt ever. That's gay. But you touched his taint. That's not as gay as making out. Making out is too intimate.
Will any guy here make out with
blowjob?
Will anybody make out? Yeah, like you would. Hey, Sal, you would let him blow you, but you won't make out with him.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So if you blow Sal, you can sit on the couch.
No, I ain't going that far. I like Metallica.
I'm really confused.
Gives me a rim job.
I don't even understand
Would
the
you
limits.
taste Sal's semen? If Sal brought in semen, would you put your finger in it?
No, I'd put my finger in it, but I'm not going to taste it.
Why not?
Could I put it on a cracker?
Would you tongue my asshole, Richard?
No. No.
Will you let him tongue your asshole?
Yeah. I'll let him stick his tongue up my ass.
I like he'll do that, but he won't make out with me.
Will you stick your tongue up his ass, and I'll let you sit in with Metallica?
Oh man, that's brutal.
Will you do it?
Plus, you know he's going to take a shit and make it stink.
Well, maybe you could use shittens. It can't be worse than future.
Could I put a condom on my tongue?
No.
Oh, please.
Ah. We want you to get disease.
Richard, 3 quick jabs up my ass.
If I can put a condom on my tongue, I would.
All right, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Go find the guy. Go find the guy to make out with, and then come back and see.
Well, there's a lot of guys, like gay guys, that would do it, but I just think it's funniest with somebody like John Hine.
Well, you're not going to get John Hine.
You know what'd be really funny? There's a lot of guys down at the gay channel do the morning show. They're all like bears. They're like big, hairy guys.
Yeah.
You see them all the time, Richard. Would you make out with one of those guys?
No, because I don't know them. I want to, know the person.
You have to know them.
Yeah.
Well, no straight guy is going to make out with you.
Yeah.
Well, Jason's a big Metallica fan. What if you got to sit on the couch too?
All right, I'm up for that.
And Jason said I know there's a certain song he wants him to play. Like he would flip if they played this song.
You want to make out with him on any condition? Would you?
No. I don't want to make out with him for any condition. I don't want to.
Right.
I don't care what song they play. I don't care if I get to play with them while they're playing. I support your decision, Richard. And I'm a little shocked 'cause I'm usually never brought into these sorts of things, but no thank you.
You were in the room, so you're the one I thought of.
Thank you. One more idea somebody would think might do. Would you make out with Ronnie?
Oh, man, I don't know. All
right, if you make out with Ronnie.
That'd be great.
Would Ronnie
What's wrong with Ronnie?
How about David Arquette? He might be up for it. He's back to partying again. All right, listen, well, let's talk about this tomorrow. How's that? It's getting late.
Ronnie's a maybe possibility.
All right.
But that mustache is... It might be.
And what do you mean by make out?
Kind of like him and Lisa did. Tongue, yeah.
Right.
So there's got to be a time limit?
At least 15.
All right. Thank you. Please get me out of this if you don't mind.
I'll make out with you, Howard.
No, it's not going to. Would you make out with Richard so we can do this, Ronnie? Would you make out with Richard? What?
What do I get out of it?
I don't know. You want to
Kissing Richard?
Metallica?
No.
I'm a good kisser.
I can walk in here anytime I want during Metallica.
All right.
Metallica.
Metallica. What am I going to get? What am I going to get out of it?
What am I going to get out of
Metallica.
You get a passionate kiss.
No.
From a friend.
You've always been bi-curious.
I need more. I need more.
I'll jerk you off while I do
need more. No.
Oh, so you know what we're learning from this? It's not out of the question.
Yeah, he's just looking for something more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a nice drink.
All right, guys, thank you.
We'll think of a prize for Ron.
All right, good. Okay. Enough.
But you know what, Howard? For you, Richard would swallow.
For me, what?
If you let him...
Would you blow me and swallow?
He would give you a blowjob.
Would you blow me and swallow, honestly? If I let you.
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah, but I'm also saying that because I know it would never ever happen. But
I'm actually interested for the first time.
But just for the sake,
I would like it
for the sake of the greatest stunt of all time. I would do that.
You would blow me and swallow.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Keep that in mind.
I'm good. I'm going to go back. I'm going to think about that tonight.
Okay.
All right. And throw up. Okay. Thank you. Guy's out of his mind. Wow.
Mr. Hine, stop and talk to me for a second.
Yes.
I promise I won't try to kiss you. Obviously, at this point, nothing Richard says or does can really shock you.
No.
But when it's you specifically, does that kind of like throw you off around? Have you been looking at him differently? Have you been noticing the way he's been observing you?
No, because Richard's always been that way. I think that Richard chose me for two reasons. One, so Howard would say, hey, John Hine, like it would get him interested in the bit. and 2, because he knows there's no way in hell I'd ever do it. So I'm a safe choice. If he said Sal or someone who may be willing to high-pitch Mike, then there's consequences there. So it's easy to say I'm going to make out with John when I have absolutely no intention of doing so.
So you're saying he knows that push won't come to tongue or whatever. It's not going to happen.
I'm a safe choice. Now, the thing I should have done is gone there and said, yeah, sure, let's do it. Because I would have totally thrown him off. But then I realized the consequences of saying something like that.
And you also, yeah, exactly. He has.
And I'm also not a homosexual, so that may have something to do with it.
But even still, you know that Richard, when pushed, will do it. I mean.
Oh, yeah. Richard, which is why I didn't push and will not push.
The controversy surrounding him for years has been that he's got some gay tendencies, that it's not just about the jokes and the hijinks. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah. He definitely is, I think, open with his sexuality. I wouldn't say he's, clearly, he's got a wife and he likes women, but I think that he's one of those guys who's up for anything, and because it's funny or goofy.
At minimum, he's at least bi-curious.
He's bi-curious. That's a better way of putting it, yes.
There's some things that have happened in those storage huts that we don't know about.
Yeah, and also I think Will Murray can testify to some of that bi-curiosity. Not that it might have been reciprocated, I'm not saying that, but I think Will's got a couple stories to tell.
He's been hit on.
Yes, he has, whereas I am not curious at all when it comes to the males.
Is there any price tag? You mentioned what's in it for me. Is there a price tag? We're talking...
Greg... I guess the clearest way I could put it is you could have Rush come in here, play in that studio, and I would not kiss Richard or any other guy to see it. So, and that's a big thing for me to say, as you know.
Ronnie, let's start brainstorming. What's it going to take? You mentioned the question. What's in it for you? Let's name some of your dream camps.
You know what it is.
NASCAR.
Everybody knows here what it is. Everybody knows. If you can't figure it out, you're pretty stupid.
There's one thing that you want.
One thing I want back.
A certain
plugs.
A certain tour?
No, certain plugs.
Yeah. Interesting. Richard.
There you go. He wants Metallica, I want something else.
Why the hesitation? Why the hesitation with Ronnie? I mean, he's a sexy older man, obviously. Why the reservation? Is it sort of the same as the high-pitched mic theory, that tongue's been all over town?
No, it's just that I think Ronnie would get too into it, and I'd have to really do it. Like if I made out with John Hine, he'd hold back a little, and I wouldn't have to. It wouldn't be very passionate. I think with Ronnie, it'd get really passionate, and he'd pull me in.
What about Nick Rucker?
I wouldn't be able to get away.
He likes to make out with guys.
No thanks, Stu.
No, he does. He does.
I make out with him privately.
Yeah, I know.
We'll wait for the Christmas party.
So, Richard,
I know you make out with him.
What you're saying is if you pair up with Ronnie, you run the risk of losing dominant alpha male status.
Yeah,
you might
I
get
think
dominant.
Ronnie's going to be the takeover.
I'm ready, man. But I want what I want out of it. Okay.
Ronnie,
he might just bend me over.
Ronnie, you're a tattoo-loving, skull T-shirt wearing guy. Why are you so willing to?
Because I believe in my cause, just like he believes in his cause. So I have a cause.
You don't think it speaks to your sexuality if you're willing to do something for a cause?
Fuck that.
Yeah, it doesn't make you. It doesn't make.
I'll make
you
out
gay.
with Richie Wilson too, with his shittings.
It doesn't make you gay. It's just a goofy stunt.
Chào tất cả các bạn. Cảm ơn các bạn hôm nay đã quay lại với kênh của mình nhé. Hôm nay chúng mình cùng review một cái xe đạp của bé gái. Nhìn màu hồng là đã thấy là xe đạp dành cho bé gái rồi mà, đúng không các bạn? Đó. Bé nhà mình thì hiện tại có 2 xe đạp, một xe đạp kiểu thể thao giống như kiểu hơi nam tính một tí, một xe đạp tiểu thư. Đó các bạn ạ. Cái xe đạp màu đỏ kia, đây này các bạn này, xe đạp mà video trước mình review với các bạn á, thì nhất quyết là không cho để cái giỏ, bắt tháo ra cho bằng được, bắt tháo ra chứ không cho để. Đó. Nhưng mà riêng cái xe màu hồng này á thì lại cho để cái giỏ, tại vì bé nó bảo là giỏ màu hồng này mới xinh, còn xe này giỏ màu đỏ, giỏ màu đen xấu lắm, bắt tháo ra. Đó. Cái xe đạp màu hồng này á thì mình thích ở cái phần mà đây các bạn này, cái phần mà in xe á. Đây mình quay các bạn xem nhá, cái phần in xe này nó có cái vặn, nó bị vướng bên trên này rồi. Có nghĩa là khi mà cái in xe á thì nó có cái đồ vặn này bác này, nó có đồ vặn để nâng yên lên, nâng yên xuống. Đó, rất là thuận tiện luôn. Ví dụ như là theo chiều cao của bé, ví dụ như là bé nhà mình thì ngồi với cái in này thì nó sẽ vừa hơn. Nhưng mà cái xe này đó các bạn nhìn thấy không, nó cao hơn rất là nhiều đấy. Tại vì cái phần mà độ dài của yên xe á, nó không thể nào mà tháo được ốc vít. Chồng mình cũng đã thử là lấy cái tô vít á để tháo ra, nhưng mà không thể tháo được, tại vì nó rất là chắc. Bây giờ nó kiểu như là nó vặn chết luôn hay sao các bạn ạ, không tháo được. Nhưng mà ngồi cái yên thấp này thì bé nhà mình chân kiểu vừa cái chiều cao chân luôn. Còn cái xe màu đỏ này á thì mỗi lần mà bé đạp, bé phải đứng lên cái bàn đạp, bé đạp nó hơi bị trông chênh các bạn ạ. Đó. Cái xe này á có cái phần đằng sau, có phần đằng sau của in sau ngồi. Mình thấy cái xe của trẻ con này cái trọng lực nó chịu rất là tốt nhá. Mình là 43 cân, bé nhà mình là 14 cân thì mình 44, bé nhà mình 14 thì tổng cộng là 58 cân đúng không ạ? Hai mẹ con ngồi trên chiếc xe đạp này vẫn ok, không hề bị làm sao nha các bạn nhé. Cái xe này mình thấy nó chịu lực khá tốt, cái khung xe đạp ấy, so với xe đạp màu đỏ thì cái khung xe đạp màu hồng này á nó chắc chắn hơn. Cái khung xe đạp màu hồng mà nhìn nó chắc chắn hơn rất là nhiều. Đó. Cái bàn đạp của nó này nó cũng kiểu đây, cái bàn đạp thì nhìn cái bàn đạp của bên xe màu hồng á thì nó hơi lỏng lẻo, cái nhựa của nó là nhựa mềm. Còn cái xe đạp màu đen ấy thì nhựa của nó là nhựa cứng các bạn ạ, nhựa cứng nó dày hơn luôn. Mình không biết tại sao người ta lại ấy đó. Cũng có phanh nhá, cũng có phanh đàng hoàng, nhưng mà cái màu hồng này nó có cái chuông. Đó. Cái xe màu hồng này có cái chuông, còn cái xe màu đen này thì không có các bạn, nó chỉ là một cái kiểu dáng thể thao trơn thôi, dáng thể thao trơn của các bé thôi. Xe này thì nó bọc cái lớp đây này các bạn này. Đó, nó có sẵn cái bọc cái lớp này rồi. Đó, các bạn thấy không? Nó sẽ chống bắn bùn đấy. Khi mình đi đất bùn đấy nó sẽ chống. Và cái vành xe nhá làm rất là điệu đà các bạn ạ. Ôi, rất là nhiều màu các bạn nhé, rất là nhiều màu luôn. Nhưng mà mình không hiểu vì sao là cái này khi mà dùng cái bơm chuyên dụng á, nhà mình có cái bơm chuyên dụng mà kiểu sơ cua á, cho xe máy á, xe đạp á, thì chỉ bơm được khoảng tầm 70% cái độ căng của bánh xe thôi. Còn thêm vào nữa thì tự nhiên hình như nó bị hỏng hơi van hay sao á, rút ra là tự động nó bị xì hết hơi luôn. Nên là thành ra cái xe đạp này đạp nặng hơn cái xe màu đỏ, nên là bé nhà mình cũng ít đi xe này. Trừ khi nào mà kiểu các bạn trong xóm á, của các bạn nữ trong xóm lấy cái xe màu hồng người ta đi thì bắt đầu bé nhà mình mới lấy cái xe màu hồng này ra, để đi cùng với các bạn thôi. Còn nếu mà không thì ví dụ như là chơi một mình này, hoặc là chơi với các anh lớn ấy, thì toàn là lấy xe màu đỏ này đi để cùng với các anh. Còn không thì cứ xe màu hồng này rất là ít đi. Đó. Xe màu hồng này á, thì cái phần mà dây phanh các bạn ạ. Dây phanh á, nó có bọc một lớp bảo vệ, lớp kiểu lớp ni lông á, lớp ni lông bảo vệ ở bên ngoài cái này, lớp ni lông bảo vệ ở bên.
This is the best of the wrap-up show, a recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The Best of the Wrap-Up Show begins now.
On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about how Jimmy Kimmel and I are feuding, except Jimmy Kimmel and I really aren't feuding. I don't think we're feuding. I just wonder why he's so obsessed with my pitch, and if maybe I did something to rub him the wrong way. But I wouldn't say we're in a feud.
Howard brought up the Kimmel clip, and you think Jimmy is harboring some kind of grudge?
I don't know. It's going on a little long now, don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, well, I guess if anybody from the show comes on his show, the pitch thing is it's almost become a running bit for him.
I think it's become a bigger deal to him than it has to anybody else. But, I mean, I'm not mad. I just think it's like, okay, you want to keep doing it. I don't get it.
Did you do something to get under his skin that you're unaware of?
Well, I talked about that on the show this morning. I'm starting to wonder if I did. I showed you, Jimmy and I had a lot of correspondence. First of all, we used to email back and forth a lot, but I think he emails with a lot of people, so it's not like I think that I'm special. Although I was under some idea that maybe him and I were more friendly than maybe I think we are. That might be my first problem. But we were emailing back and forth a lot right after the whole pitch thing went down. And he said, hey, listen, you're pretty merciless. Like, I told you something once in the green room, and you went right in the air. It was really bothersome to me, and I was very annoyed and hurt by it, but I should have known better. And I sent him back a note, and I said, God's honest truth, I have zero recollection. What was it? He said, I'm not going to tell you again because you'll just say it again. But, so I don't know. Maybe I said something, I repeated something I shouldn't have said.
This just popped in my head. Was it Jimmy that had the inability to sweat?
No, that's Adam.
Oh, because maybe that was, I was thinking.
Do you think that Jimmy has some kind of grudge against Gary here, Benji?
Just judging from the TV show, like I watched Howard's thing, I didn't get that feeling. I thought it was more like a comedic type thing. But maybe it is if he said there was something.
But did you think it was funny?
Yeah. I don't think, if you think about it, like, if he really thought of you as like, he wouldn't have had you on his show, Yeah,
no, that's true. No, I don't know what to think.
It's one of those things where I feel everything sort of is fair game between these two shows. Like if Jimmy came on here and you did something the equivalent of showing your pitch to him, he would accept it as okay. That's just the way it goes. But we've talked about this before. You wouldn't do something like if Jimmy threw that pitch. Would you play it on this show?
Well, he did mention in one of the things, he's like, hey, man, you guys, kept playing me crying with John Ritter. And I was like, well, I said, listen, I'm not being a pussy. That's JD's job. JD's job is to watch everything at night. But in all fairness, Jimmy, had I seen it, I'd have brought it in.
Okay, so is all fair and...
Yeah, but that's not me creating a bit. In other words, that happened.
And that's a guy, that's a guy crying about someone dying. That's funny. This was a pitch. That's, serious.
Vinny in New York, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, yeah, you guys wouldn't be having this conversation if Gary could just throw a ball.
True.
Well, the one about me in Connecticut?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, with Kimmel.
Well, of course, that's true.
Do you think, Vinny, do you think Kimmel has it in for Gary, or he's just breaking his balls like anybody else?
He's just busting his balls a little bit, I believe.
So let me ask you a question. If every time Jimmy came on here, I busted his balls about Sarah Silverman, would that be funny or mean?
No, that'd be funny too.
Yeah, it would be funny. Or how about the fact that can he not piss normal or something? Isn't there doesn't he have a tiny urethra or something?
Oh, maybe that.
There's plenty to make fun. His ratings. I mean, the guy's been on TV for 8 years and gets 1.5 million people to watch. There's plenty to poke fun at there.
Jason fighting back for Gary.
Listen, I love what I happen to think that what Jimmy did with Gary was very funny, and I get why Gary's angry at it.
I'm not angry.
I get why Gary's put off by it. However you want to say it. I also get Jimmy's standpoint, which is, hey, it's out there and it's funny. I get both standpoints. I'm just pointing out that Jimmy has plenty to make fun of too.
Do you think he's crossed that line though, from funny to mean?
How do you tease someone about having a small urethra?
Well, what kind? I don't know. If you had a small urethra, I'm sure we'd find a way to make fun of it.
With a small urethra.
Hey, wait, not to be able to come normally.
Gary, do you think he's crossed that line?
No. I don't know that he's crossed the line.
Jason?
No, I don't think he crossed the line. I think
he's
like we do on
to it though.
I think like we do on our show, and trust me, I'm guilty of this too. Once you know you got under somebody's skin in any way, it just makes it that much more fun to keep picking at it. And I think that's where he's at. But I also get Gary's side too. I get both sides.
And in Chicago, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment. I love the show, love Howard, but this kind of goes with the territory, Gary, doesn't it? I mean, all the years.
Oh, sure. No, I get it. Like I said, I was under some bizarre impression that Jimmy and I were sort of more friendly. That maybe that's what it is. I totally. I always expect to take shit and for people to throw shit on me, but maybe I guess I wasn't expecting it from Jimmy so much.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, I got my balls busted about how I said I went to visit my hot daughter-in-law in the hospital. And people thought it was like pervy and fucking weird and fucking creepy and all this kind of bullshit. It was a fucking nice joke. It was meant as a compliment, not as being pervy or I wanted to fuck my daughter-in-law. Check it out.
Ronnie, I just saw you step in. You took a little flack today for your tweeting about your hot daughter-in-law in the hospital, but I'm guessing you have no problem with that.
Well, what's the big deal?
You got a picture?
No.
Well, do you think it's,
I can bring you one if you want?
Well, do you think it's strange that people find it odd that you're tweeting about how hot your daughter-in-law is?
No, dude. All I said, either you get shit for not tweeting, or you get shit for.
No, you can tweet. It's just that was an odd tweet. It wasn't whether you were doing it or not doing it.
Yeah, but what did I really say?
That your daughter-in-law's hot.
I went to see my hot daughter-in-law in the hospital and check out the hot nurses.
Okay.
And put on fresh mambo.
Okay, I can.
What is so terrible about it?
I can dissect that into 3 parts.
Completely normal.
First of all, it's odd that you think your daughter-in-law's hot, even if she is, which she is. But
why is that odd?
Because she's your daughter-in-law.
So what? But she's still hot.
Yeah, but it's just I find that odd. The second thing is, should you really be trolling the hospitals at 4 a.m. looking at hot nurses?
It wasn't 4 a.m, dude. It was 8 o'clock last night.
Oh, okay. But is that the only reason you went there, to look at the nurses?
No, to visit my hot daughter-in-law.
If your hot daughter-in-law worked with a bunch of garbage men, would you go to visit her as often?
No. She wasn't working, by the way.
See, I think it would have been great if the twit ended like pregnant with my baby. But does she know you call her hot? Like, does she cool with that?
Well, she knows now.
No, I thought
is this like a new thing?
No, she knows. Come on. It's
I mean,
joke.
That's no, I agree with. Oh,
everybody takes a goddamn everything.
I don't think it's a big deal.
And
at all.
Howard's busting my fucking balls. He's on there with his babysitters and shit, watching babysitter porn.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
What point are you making?
What the fuck is that's normal?
It's not. Well, it's not his babysitters, right?
Yeah, whatever, dude. It's the same thing as me making the comment, I have a hot daughter-in-law. What's the big fucking deal?
No, because one's fantasy and one's reality.
Yeah, but still, I don't care. I mean,
you just asked the difference, and I told you.
But he's breaking my balls.
Well, I honestly don't think
over nothing.
No, I don't think it's a big deal. But what I'm saying is, like, to your daughter-in-law, is it the kind of way you would?
It's not insulting to her.
No, I know it's not. But is it?
And she doesn't take it that way.
I think.
Matter of fact, Somebody called her at 7 o'clock in the morning in the hospital this morning to tell her I was getting my balls busted about this, and she was laughing about it.
If my father said that he really wanted to fuck my wife,
I didn't say that.
Well, you're implying it by saying she's really
you're
hot.
Stupid, man.
Dude, come on, you're saying she's super
hot. No, I'm not
hot.
implying anything.
You're not? You're looking at her sexually. You're saying she's super hot.
Give me the list of hot chicks you don't want to fuck.
Oh, stop it now.
But I'm saying, I'd be like, what the hell are you talking about, you weirdo?
You would?
Yeah,
you don't think your dad, like, if you have a hot wife, which I think you do, you don't think it's cool that your dad, like, says, yeah, man, she's fucking hot as hell?
What's wrong with that?
I think
What's
it's a little
the big
weird.
fucking deal?
I'm on Will's side.
Hey,
all right, whatever.
I mean, it's always a little weird if your parents
people
are
have different
together, 'cause it feels
relationships,
like,
so
whatever.
If your family's cool, that's fine. But
and then you're on my case, Gary, about all my tweets are about Rick's. No, they're not.
Jason gave it to me. I saw 5 of them, and 2 of them were about Rick's.
Yeah. One I was there for a birthday party, and the other one was I was hanging with Ganji there. It wasn't like I was advertising.
I was teasing.
Ronnie, who are these haters you're referring to on Twitter?
Well,
all
Gary's a hater now.
No. Everyone that writes is a hater.
Oh, please. God, you don't know the shit I caught with this shit now.
What are they saying to you?
I'm a creep. I'm creepy. I'm fucked up. I'm this. I'm that.
What's the furthest you have gone with her?
Oh, stop it.
Greg in New York, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Greg, what's up?
About Ronnie, thinking his daughter-in-law is hot. Now, Ronnie, I love you, man. You are the epitome of a New Yorker. I'm originally from Brooklyn. But, man, I tell you, my father was the same age you are now, and he tried hitting on my wife after she had our 2 children.
And, like, how did
dude, I'm not hitting on my daughter-in-law.
I know that. I'm not saying you are, but when you say what you said, it makes you sound like the biggest perv on the earth. And I'm defending you, man. I think you're a good person. I think that you're great for the show, but I just don't like when they dump on you for stuff that you say so innocently, and then it turns out to where it makes you look like a perv. And what you said, okay, hot daughter-in-law, I didn't think anything of it until my father tried to basically molest my wife one night.
Yeah, but I didn't do that, dude. I made a joking comment on Twitter.
And
okay?
Ronnie, you're giving her the ultimate compliment, I think, in your eyes, right?
No, dude, it was a joke. Okay, doesn't anybody get that was a joke?
Well, you don't think she's a good-looking girl?
Yeah, I do. She's smoking hot. Okay.
Nice tits.
Wait, Ron.
Nice ass.
You did mean it like you sort of meant it just ironically, like, haha, I'm calling my daughter-in-law hot?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. See, I thought you really were saying hot, which I don't even think is a big deal.
He does think his daughter-in-law is hot.
I saw her at the Shiva. She is hot.
Yes.
And I bet his son would love that he thinks she's hot.
I'm sure he does. I don't know.
Why would he love
I have to
that?
ask him.
Huh?
Why would
because
he love
it's cool
that?
to have, like, it's like, listen.
I mean,
she's probably hot. He knows she's hot. It doesn't need his father telling him that.
Dude, he heard this morning. He didn't call me yelling at me.
No, I don't mean like that. He just be like, oh, okay, thanks, Dad, for pointing that out.
I don't think, like, you guys have dads. Do you like that your dad's...
Great bringing that up.
I'm sorry. But did your dad say, like, wow, Mary's, like, really fucking hot?
No. We didn't. My father and I didn't talk to each other like that.
He may not say fucking, but he said, "Wow, she's." He never like admired her beauty, and you like.
He might have said Mary looked. I think he said Mary looked beautiful at the wedding. But
you guys
there's a difference between beautiful and hot.
Benji, you don't think there's a difference between calling a woman very pretty or beautiful and calling them fucking hot?
I didn't say fucking hot.
He just did.
But that Ronnie is more Ronnie's language. Hot.
Oh, when I got to start talking Ebonics now?
It was a joke, dude. It was a joke for Twitter. These people aren't happy if you like. They wanted me to put up a profile picture. I didn't want to put up. They want Rick's girls. They want this. They want that.
How about this?
I put up a pic. I'm not talking to you. I put up a picture of my dog, okay, instead of me.
Oh, I think I saw.
Dude, you should see the shit I got yesterday for that.
Yeah, don't listen to those people. They're crazy.
I know, but this was.
You put a picture up of your dog as your profile picture?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And what they write?
And he's sitting on the couch, and he's just got a little bit of his red thing sticking out. I purposely put that picture up there.
A little bit of the eraser?
Yeah, a little bit of his eraser is sticking out.
Put up a picture of the dog with a heart on as your profile
I purposely put it that way.
Why?
I had 8 pictures to pick from, and I put that one in to aggravate everybody.
How'd you get that dog posed like that?
I did. He was sitting on the couch. I put him on the couch. He sat on the couch. He popped a
was
little
his
bit.
Daughter-in-law? Was your daughter-in-law in front of him?
No, there was a picture of her in front of him.
Oh, okay.
And I put him there on the couch, took the picture. And when they started busting my balls about profile shit, putting up Rick's pictures, I put up that picture of the dog with his little heart on sticking out. Go look at it. Go ahead.
Little heart on.
Teddy,
Wait, one last question. Would you tell your grandkid that you think his mom is really hot? Do you think that's appropriate?
No.
Well, that's essentially what you're doing.
She's a grown woman. You're talking about a little kid.
What if your grandkid was 21?
Or whatever.
I might say that. I don't know.
Jim in North Carolina, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, Ronnie. Man, I wanted to ask you a question. Have you ever had sex with any of your cousins or other family members or anything like that?
No, I'm not from North Carolina or Georgia or anything like that. I'm from New York.
Yeah, see, that's such an arrogant, easy joke to make, because you don't have the mind to make an adequate joke back. I just asked you a question. I didn't say there's anything wrong with it.
I gave you an adequate answer. No, I haven't. Okay.
Wait, Ron, I thought you told me that story that you said it was cool to talk about on the air.
Have you considered it, Ronnie?
I didn't fuck my cousin, stupid.
Have you thought about it?
But the question.
Yeah, okay, Benji. All right.
You do not want to talk about it, or because you told me it was cool to talk about.
It was a long time ago.
All right.
Let's go over to Joe. Joe, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. Hey, Ronnie, honestly, have you ever thought of your daughter-in-law when you were rubbing one out?
No, never.
Have you had to stop?
Absolutely not.
Has she
Come on,
ever
Ronnie.
flashed in your head?
Absolutely not.
She never accidentally got in the parade?
Never got in the parade. Never. I have a big enough parade. I don't need my daughter-in-law in it, believe me.
Do you ever use girls that look like her?
No. What the hell are you trying to do?
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about my problem with throwing things away and how I might be a hoarder. And Robin even came in on the wrap-up show, and she helped give me some advice also.
Benji apparently has some hoarding problems, and Lisa G asked Howard for permission to go to your place. Are you going to let her in her place?
Nah.
Why not?
I have a feeling if I do that, you guys will make fun of me about something.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
What you mean any more than the fact that you have boxes of jokes that have no dates on them?
It's your personal life, so you know.
Do you want to take care of the hoarding problem?
No. We talked about it before. I hate it. It's like being fat. I hate being fat. I know what I have to do to stop being fat, but it's the actual putting it into practice.
Would you ever
the hard part.
Would you ever think about going to see a shrink? Do you go to a shrink at all?
I told you I would love to go see a shrink
because
that's part. I have trouble making decisions like that. It's hard to pick out the shrink.
Benji's crazy. Benji's got a phone. I said to him when I saw him using it, I'm like, "Where'd you get that in from your DeLorean?" The phone's from like '85. It's like the most ridiculously stupid looking phone. And I go, "Why don't you get a regular phone?" He goes, "I can't decide." Like that's one of those things. He really is paralyzed. He's not being goofy. He is like, I look at a phone, but then I hear there's a better phone, but then there's another phone, so I just can't decide. So he uses a shitty phone.
That's true.
It seems like you're aware of these issues, whether it's your weight, the hoarding, yet what's keeping you from making that step on doing something about it?
I don't know. I don't know. Some laziness, some perfectionism.
Could you let someone else make a suggestion of a shrink for you so that you could go get some help?
Yeah, I've done that.
You have?
What happened?
Yeah.
Did you go?
I did.
How many times?
Once. It was.
Doesn't work if you just go once.
Right.
I told her because, I said, I explained to her I have a real trouble picking out a psychologist, and I said, I've always I wanted a female psychologist, and I always had this fantasy of sleeping with her. And she goes, well, I just want to tell you, I will not be sleeping with you. But she was in her 80s, and that's
Sounds like you found somebody as crazy as you.
And I got her. No, she tried to sell me a tape at the end, which I kind of, I don't know.
Well, then you probably didn't go to probably didn't go to anybody very good.
Where did you go?
She was a certified.
What did you get her, the penny saver?
No, I actually have a friend that's a psychologist that's helped. Actually, she recommended against her.
I could send you to a guy who's sort of low key, or Robin could send you to somebody. We've all could send you
more
somewhere.
comfortable with a woman, like just being open with an older woman, older than me.
Why?
Well, it's getting pretty hard to get.
Yeah, it is.
He needs to see a shrink to know why he wants to do that.
Well, don't you feel more competitive? Let's say you went to a psychologist that was younger than you. Wouldn't you feel more competitive with him?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought of that.
You know what? All of that is something
issues, right.
you should be addressing, and that should have nothing to do with your selection.
That's right.
Right.
Like any issue that comes up about your relationship with that person should be addressed because it means something about the way you're handling your life.
Right. Yeah.
Gary, what's the difference between hoarding and collecting? Because you like to collect a lot of stuff.
Depends
but I
how big your
wouldn't say
apartment is.
You're a hoarder.
I guess there's a limit. Like I do collect some things, but it's limited. At some
I also think it has to do with organization.
Yes.
Because hoarders usually it's just piles of stuff.
You know who was a crazy hoarder whose house I went to? Remember Al Goldstein, the guy from school? Did you ever go to his house, Robin?
No.
I've never seen a hoarder like this in his life. He had this beautiful apartment right next to Bill Cosby's on the east side.
Right.
And we went into this one room, and the room was filled with, on the floor, nothing but antique watches in various states of being repaired. And he goes, yeah, I'm working on all these watches. I mean, he hadn't worked on those watches in years.
Yeah.
And so I might say I collected watches. I'd have a collection and have a place for them, and they'd be organized to some degree. But when it starts to take over your life where you can't walk in a room, that's hoarding, I guess.
I'm not as bad as that. I'm not as bad as I used to be.
But do you still have all the jokes like that thing?
I've scanned most of them, which it's electronic hoarding now, but at least it's more out of my sight.
Yeah, like it's not in a corner of your house. The thing that I used to notice about Benji was when he was interning and he was responsible for the food orders. You know, everybody had something they wanted brought to the station every morning. He could never get to asking for money.
Right. That's my God.
You couldn't give him the money.
Well, that's again, that was like perfectionistic because John was like, just estimate if it's not for sure. And I was scared, like I wanted to do it perfectly, So I sucked up like thousands of dollars.
I think Jackie, and no fault to Jackie's because Benji never asked for it, but I think Jackie owed him over $1,000.
Again, no fault because I wanted to get the bills exactly right, and I let him pile up. And I got confused. And
Right, and every once in a while, you'd be eating, and Benji would then hit you with a $1,000 bill, or
which Robin, I actually have to talk to you about some stuff.
Really?
Hey, Robin, you collect anything or hoard anything?
I have from time to time. I don't hoard anything because I like. And, unfortunately, the people who work for me aren't organized. And so I have piles and piles of things, and I say, why is that pile there? And they say, we don't know what of it you want to keep. And I'm like, if I don't know what it is, throw it out. Don't even worry about whether I wanted it or not. If I've never seen it, get rid of it. I don't like piles of things. I had collected for a while playbills. I love collect the bills of the shows that I go to see. And then you wonder, where do I put this?
That's right. I when I moved out of my last house, I really got a great attitude. I'm moving into a new house, and I purged really well. I did a great job, and for the first 6 months I was in the house, I did a great job. And my office in my house has never been clean since I've been there. There's 20 frames on the floor of things that need to be hung. There's probably 4 stacks of DVDs. There's a whole shitload of electronic equipment that needs to be tested out for the gadget column, and I can't get to anything.
Where would you categorize Howard when it comes to this? Collector, hoarder, getting rid of everything?
Collector. I mean, he does. He opened up his archives and he pulled out all of those. He's got books now in his house of every author who ever came here and gave him an autographed copy of their book. I was amazed at that.
But that's different. I mean, he wanted to be organized, so he hired someone to do it for him.
Right.
What do you think it would be like if he didn't have people? Do you think he'd be a hoarder?
Oh, he'd be a mess, yeah. Remember what his office used to look like?
Yes.
Both at NBC and at K-Rock in the beginning. It was a nightmare.
I do remember that. I used to talk to Allison, and we would say that we were the only people who could go into the pile, were allowed in the pile in the first place, and could find shit.
You're right. There were different piles.
And now he swears by the book.
Organization,
right.
yeah.
I mean,
on Thursday's wrap-up show, we spoke with Benji about why he thinks Howard treats him so poorly. Made him realize that it's because he never answers a question directly and takes forever. But he also talked about how he wanted to try stand-up and couldn't do it. And Gary also said he couldn't do it because he can't remember anything. Lots of great stuff. Here it comes.
Dave and Danbury, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, what's up? Quick thing for Benji. Benji, do you feel that Howard, just kind of treats you like crap on the air?
Yeah.
See, I disagree. I'll go for something that happened this morning. I think Howard's starting to feel bad. Benji started to say something, and Howard goes, "Oh yeah, Benji, we don't want to hear from you." And then a minute later, he felt badly about it.
No,
and he goes, "Okay,
agree.
Benji."
Yeah. It's not. I'm not saying 100% at all, and I'm not saying 100% he treats me bad as a person in life. Like, I have a good job that I appreciate. But yeah, I think overall on air, I get treated poorly.
Yeah, it's weird. I noticed it a lot this week too. Like, you would cut off your mic a lot. And last week too. It seems like more and more lately, right?
More and more?
He's always cut off Benji's microphone.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Well, he cut off Benji's mic this week for a reason, because they weren't having a conversation. Benji was going into a monologue, and Howard just potted him down. And it sounds, quite honestly, it sounds funny when he does it.
I had a great.
It is funny.
From 99 to 2000 was great, and then
what happened?
Now we're on our downhill streak. Hopefully, it'll change.
But what happened from 99 to 2000?
I had a pretty good couple months there.
And what would you say?
We would talk, and I'd get on the air, and it would be fun, and we talked about 90210, and then something happened.
Those days are gone.
Yeah.
Benji, I'm a
maybe
fan.
it actually was 98.
You're getting a lot of crap lately. I feel you're getting a lot of crap lately. I listened a little bit to the intern show last night. I don't know. I'm a fan.
Thanks, man.
Also, one more question, Benji. Was that you outside of the Letterman show? I took a picture with you, or do you have an imposter?
I honestly don't remember when like how long ago.
No, just the past appearance when Howard was there.
Oh no, that might have been High Pitch Eric.
It was another odd guy in a bike helmet.
No.
I don't think so. No, I mean I didn't go unless I was walking by. I mean, it's right in Midtown.
Were you walking by? Yeah. Do you have a blue jacket?
I have a blue hoodie.
Huh. No,
I don't
it was
know.
like a winter jacket. It was a cold day, but dude looked
No, I don't have a winter
exactly
jacket.
like you.
Nah, definitely wasn't me.
All right, thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, sorry, Dave, if it wasn't him.
I like talking about people maybe took a picture with me.
Do you think you're treated worse than anybody else? I mean,
I think I'm in the bad category, yeah.
Who else is in the bad category?
Scott Salem.
I agree.
Sarah Palin.
Who else that works here?
Hitler.
Who else that works here? Gary gets it very hard, but he also gets it normal. Like, it's also good, too.
Benji's right. I get it both ways. There's no doubt.
I think
Ronnie?
He would, yeah, but not to the extent. But yeah, Ronnie does too, but not to the extent.
See, Ronnie gets it both ways too. If Ronnie comes in to talk about something that's non-Ronnie like, then he gets shit. But if Ronnie comes in to evaluate a girl or to talk about something that they saw together, he's moved right to the front of the line and treated very well.
Yeah, I mean, no one else comes to mind.
Do you think he gets treated unfairly?
No. I think he gets treated badly, but I don't think it's unfair.
You think it's deserved?
No. I think, listen, Benji has always said he's a victim. He's a victim of his own doing. The reason why he gets treated the way he does is because he would do these shticks, these characters, and maybe some of them were and maybe some of them weren't. And then so when Benji wants to talk, it's hard for Howard to figure out, is this going to be serious, Benji? And I think the biggest disservice you did to yourself for a very, very long time, and I don't even think this is Benji doing shtick, was Howard would say, like, so Benji, what'd you do last night? And Benji would just be all over the place and he couldn't say, oh, I went to the movies.
I'm not good at answering. You know what's so funny? Like, people always think I'm lying. It's because I'm trying to be so specific and really answer the question. Whereas I think most people on the air are smart and they'll just kind of embellish a little bit, make it a good story.
But you just answered me perfectly right there. And so there were so many times where Howard asked you a very direct yes or no question, and there'd be a pause, and then you'd start talking about something else. And I think he got very annoyed with that.
And it's maybe we just don't jive that well in the air, and I accept that more than I used to probably.
Joe in Arizona, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, I guess I'm pretty much going to repeat what Gary just said, but I think Benji just pretty much gets treated the exact way he should be treated, and I'm not saying that he should be treated bad, but it's perfect the way Howard treats him. It cracks me up. And Benji, like you just said, he tries to answer things so specifically, it's annoying because it never ends up making sense. I got a question for Benji, if that's okay, real quick.
Go ahead.
I know a lot of you guys have done that stand-up circuit like Sal and Richard. Have you ever done that, Benji, or have you thought about it?
I did it years ago before the show, like on the very, like, it's in New York, there's like an open mic level. And I love it. Stand-up was my first love, and it's incredibly meaningful to me. But I'm scared to go up and do it, especially being known from the show.
Dude, you're the joke writer for Howard Stern. I just imagine that you'd probably do a pretty good act. And,
thank you. I would love. I mean, I would like to. I wouldn't like to be a touring comedian for years, because that seems like it used to seem like a paradise. Now it seems like a miserable way to live. But to be able to be a competent stand-up that you could go up in a club in New York and just do a great set, that seems like it would be so wonderful, and I would like to work on that.
Perez. You might remember me from a few years ago when I came in asking Howard to please help me become a big superstar. Well, I'm back again to let everybody know that I'm still trying to pursue my dream, and I'm here to say thank you to Howard and his wonderful staff that helped me out and gave me my big break. And basically, I'm here to tell people that you can't give up on your dreams, because if you do, you stop living. And we have to help each other, believe in ourselves, and never give up.
Well, welcome back, Zenaida, and I hope you achieve your inspirational
role today.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
We've got a big show for you today. In fact, it's the return of somebody who I know we've been waiting to hear from for a long time.
Who's that?
Zenaida.
I think they're going to give me a chance. I want to see what she's done with her life since that plea for,
I wonder if she got a chance.
If anybody doesn't remember who Zenaida is, I'll play some clips from her last appearance.
Yeah.
We used to joke around all the time back in the 80s, right, when Seinfeld was on.
Oh, wait, wrong one. Sorry. That's the wrap-up show.
Oh.
Where's my Zenaida clips, boys?
What's the town in Massachusetts she was from?
Haverhill, wasn't it?
Pretty good, Robin.
Oh, I remember every word.
I can't find it now. It was right on this page. Gary preview page 2, no?
They're Gary page 1 in white.
I hate these pages. All right, here we go. Here's Zenaida, just in case you don't remember who she is. This is Zenaida. She showed up on our show. I think we found her on the street. She just was like at the door wanting to come in.
Right.
She said she needed a chance. She wanted to be in show business.
We have a model update. She's in the hall freaking out crying because somebody called here interested in her. So she's freaking out.
Quickly, get her in if she's crying.
Why are you not filming?
I hope she cries in here. She'll come in and compose
Right,
herself.
so it'll be all dried up.
What's wrong? What happened? You're crying hysterically. Tell me what's going on.
I just can't believe this because this is my dream. All I wanted. You guys have to laugh.
No, tell us what's going on,
Stop
please.
that. Yes, we have to laugh. The guy who's with the camera, nice guy. He's very, very nice.
Don't stop crying. Yeah.
Okay. He told me, okay, so what happens now? And I said, what do you mean what happens now? He goes, what you gonna do? And I said, well, I was hoping, somebody can help me out. And so I was waiting to speak with Howard. He goes, you're probably not gonna be able to speak to him again. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, that was it. And I said, that was it. So what do I do now? And he's like, so I said, my plan was to have, somebody introduce me to people like P. Diddy or something. And, then from there, we start working on my career here. And he goes, well, I don't know. And I said, well, give me your business card. At least, I can call you tomorrow. And he's like, okay, here it is. And then I was leaving and I said, oh my God, what do I do now? I guess I got to think of a new plan. And then he ran out. I think it was him. And he said, somebody called you here. And it's, oh my God, Selah from Uptown Productions. I don't even know who this is, but
that's Uptown Pizza.
I think they're gonna give me a chance, and that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted my whole life, just a chance. And I don't care if you guys all think I'm crazy because I'm real, okay? I'm not gonna stay home in Haverhill, Massachusetts and hate my life. I'm gonna be real and make a fool out of myself and say, please, somebody in America, give me a chance, please.
She wants to come in and thank us. Zenaida feels that we started her in show business.
Really?
And we've yeah.
Is she in show business?
No, but at least we gave her a shot, and we haven't heard from her in 3 years, and she's one of our favorites who ever appeared on the show. I don't know that she could ever top her last appearance, but what the hell? It's always good to say hi. Here she is, Zenaida. There she is.
Oh, hey.
She looks beautiful.
Hi, Zenaida. Hi, Zenaida. Zenaida.
Yes.
Did you put on weight since the last time I saw you?
Yes, I did.
You did. I
got
remember.
very sick, and that's another reason why I had to put my career on hold. And you had asked me that if I lost 15 pounds, I would probably do much better.
Yes.
And I gained weight because I got sick.
Yeah.
You want to be an announcer? I mean, you want to be a movie actress, and you want to be a singer?
And look at that face. She's so beautiful.
Thank you. You are too, Robin.
Oh, thank you.
Did you get ammonia?
What was your illness? What was your illness?
Actually, right now, I just came to thank you guys because you guys, that day that I arrived in New York, you guys were Howard and his wonderful staff opened the doors to me, let me come in.
Yes.
And you guys treated me like royalty
I'm
here.
getting goosebumps as you say. I really am. I really am.
No, I want you to know.
How badly you want to. Are you still living in Haverhill, Massachusetts?
Absolutely not. I've been in New York for 3 years now.
Is that right?
Yes.
How
So
do you
that's a
manage
good
that?
thing.
How do you manage that?
Well, I have a boyfriend here now.
Oh, he pays for you. Are you still real, or did you get...
No, I am. I'm very real. But because I got sick, I did...
What was your illness?
What was the illness?
I got depressed.
And
are you on medication now? Are you on medication?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why you're acting too normal. I wish you would come in when you didn't have your medication.
Oh, I don't think she needs to be without that medication.
Oh, I liked it better without the medication. Oh,
Yes.
you're medicated.
But you know what? What I went through in these 3 years has made me a stronger person.
Yes.
So I am now ready to pursue the career again. I resurrected.
Now, are you going to lose the weight? Because
Yes.
in show business, you got to look hot.
Yes,
You know
yes.
that.
Sometimes isn't it the medication that makes you?
Yes, it's the medication. But
What did you go through for the last 3 years?
Oh
you
my
say you
God.
struggled. Now,
I've struggled. I mean, do you know what it's like to move from your hometown?
Haverhill, Massachusetts.
Haverhill, Massachusetts. Hello to anybody listening from Haverhill, Massachusetts. I love you all. And
you came on the show in September 2004. You walked in off the street and you begged us to help you make it in show business,
Yes.
which we responded to. After you left our studio, I understand some people did call you. You were contacted by many people in show business.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they milked you for $7,000.
yes.
Yes.
They're fraudulent people who claim that they can help you out.
How did that happen? What happened?
Well, I was vulnerable. I honestly thought I'm in this big city and everybody here is, big.
What were some of the opportunities they offered you, and then how did they get money from you?
Everything. Demos, photos, you name it.
So when you were contacted, they'd say, hey, why don't you come in and make a demo, and then they'd present you with a bill for studio time?
Everything was money, money, money. And
Right.
I was very naive. So
Where did you get
basically,
the $7,000 to pay
that was my
them?
life saving. You got to understand, this is my dream. Ever since I was 12 years old, I knew that I was going to be in show business.
A superstar.
Yes, and
Yes.
to anybody in the town that I'm from and anybody who I meet, that's like another world. It's like I can't even tell them because they look at me like, what's wrong with you? You think you're going to be a star? Who do you think you are? And I just believe
Are
that.
you starting to get discouraged? How old are you now?
I'm 30.
30. Don't
Yes.
you think it might have happened already? If
Well, don't forget, I've been sick and I did delay, and so I just resurrected. I'm back now.
did anyone have sex with you claiming they could help you?
No.
No one got that
absolutely
far.
not. I would never do that.
They just took
Yeah.
your money.
Yeah, and because I was, again, naive, believing that they're really going to help me.
What
I
steps
would.
are you taking to make sure that you make your dream come true?
Right now, I'm pursuing the SAG program.
What is that?
Screen Actors Guild. You have to audition. I just called them up yesterday. This is all.
You've been in touch with the Screen Actors Guild? You called them?
I called them up
Yes.
and I told them my
That you want to be a
situation.
superstar. Did you say, I want to be a superstar?
No, I
Where
want to
do you
be a
sign up?
professional entertainer. That's
Right.
what I want to be.
Good.
Because I want to help other people pursue their dreams by having them believe through me. Say, wow, if Zenaida did it, I could do it. Because I remember one of my dreams was to meet Howard Stern.
That's right.
Never in my
Did you
life.
tell them you're real and that you're trying to be a superstar, that you keep it real?
Yes.
You did.
I mean, when you meet me, you know I'm real. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to act a certain way just to make people happy. But one of my dreams was to meet you, and I
And you
couldn't
did.
believe it happened.
What is the
Now,
medication
wait a
you're
minute.
on, because you don't cry as much as you used to?
You're so funny, Howard.
yes, but you're
Is
not.
it okay that I call you Howard?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Yeah.
because you are Mr. Stern, a man of your greatness.
When you were agitated and crying, it made such a great appearance, and now I see you're all even-keeled.
Well,
What is this?
she getting therapy as well? Or do you
Yes, I have a
psychiatrist?
therapist.
Oh, these
For all
fucking
those-
therapists. Why can't they help me? They're helping her?
Howard!
How come you're so together? This is a complete change. What medication do they have you on?
What's the name of it?
Luvox?
No.
Paxil,
No.
Zoloft,
Starts with an A.
Ativan?
Ativan?
I don't know.
Aspirin?
That's the good shit.
God, I see it every day, and I can't remember
I mean,
the
every
name
day
right
you
now.
take a pill. And you
Yes,
don't know
at
the name of it?
nighttime. I take it at nighttime.
You take it at
Yes.
night, and it
It helps me out.
It sure does.
Yes. But you know why I was crying, Howard? Because I couldn't believe I was in your presence.
No, you were crying
No,
because.
I was crying because I couldn't believe I was in your presence.
Are you still singing?
I sing. I obviously am not a professional singer like some stars out there, but I am a singer.
Why not go on American Idol with this talent?
Because I'm not that talented to go on American Idol.
I'd like
but
to have two more.
The reason why I want to be a singer, I mean an entertainer, is because I love to go
to where the troops are and perform for them.
They won't let you. We
do
tried.
things like that. Like, I want to help people. I want to make our country a little better by
like
somebody
that.
who's happy and who likes helping other people.
What do you want to be, an actress? Do you mostly want to be an actress?
Okay, people told me that in order for you to become, I'm not going to say a superstar anymore because that just blows people's mind. Like, who do you think you are?
Right.
I'm going to say a professional entertainer.
Oh, okay.
What was I saying?
Acting.
Acting. So they told me in order
Do
for
you
you
wanna
to
do a
get
scene
there,
with me?
you have to be a model, a supermodel.
Right.
So how else was I going to do it but to go to the top agencies? But no, then I wasn't too thin enough. I was too old. I was too fat.
Do you want to act with me? Do you want to show off some of your acting skills?
Yeah.
Do you know
You got a scene?
Do you know the scene from Fame, Coco, where at the end of the scene it calls for quite a bit of acting on your part?
No, I've never heard of this.
You never saw the movie Fame?
I'll explain it to you.
No.
You very badly want to be a superstar.
Okay.
Okay, this is a legitimate movie that came out years ago.
Okay.
And in the film, Coco wants to be a famous person just like yourself.
Okay.
I thought that's why you'd relate to this scene.
Okay. Famous to help people.
Right. She comes in and she shows up for an audition, and it's one guy with a camera, and all he wants to do is get her clothes off. That's what he's up to.
Okay, so I have to act surprised because I
Yeah.
know what he's trying to do.
She breaks down and cries when she realizes that, oh my God, all he wants me to do is be naked, and she can't believe she gets naked for him.
Oh, she does.
And it
She
was played
really
by,
wants to be a star. You
Okay.
can relate to this.
It was played by the great.
We can relate to
It was
right?
played by the great Irene Cara, who recorded the song "Fame." I Want to Live Forever.
Oh, I love that song.
Yes.
Do you want to play the original clip or just let her read it herself?
Do you want to hear the original before you act?
No. Let me do it first and then.
You don't want to be influenced by her.
Right. No, I don't want to copy her. I want to
So
do
you
my
are
own.
standing there, you think you're auditioning for this big movie role, and this guy says he needs to see your breasts, essentially, so you
Yeah.
get very upset. Are you ready, Coco?
Yes.
Okay, Coco, bonjour. I'm glad you made it in. Come on into my studio right now.
Am I early?
Don't be silly. Let me take your coat. Do you want a beer?
No, thanks. I'm okay.
All right, come here. That's it. All right, now I want you to sit right here. We're going to do a beautiful close-up of you. That's beautiful. Très jolie, Coco. What a face.
I get nervous at first with cold readings, but then I'm all right.
Oh, Coco. You don't even know what you're doing to my lens. God. All right, Coco, could you take your top off, please?
What?
Take your blouse off right now.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. What's the matter? You're acting like a dumb kid. I thought you were a professional. That's what you told me.
I am.
Well, then take off your shirt. What's the problem?
I can't.
You can take your shirt off. Take it off. Coco starts crying.
I can't. I can't do this. I can't.
As you're crying?
I can't. Please don't make me do this.
Oh, that's better. That's better. Lovely. Yes. Yes. Yes, Coco. All right, listen to me. You didn't emote.
Wow. She really breaks down.
You didn't break
while
down.
She's undressing.
It was good till then, though. You were
Yeah,
good.
you were good up until
yeah,
then.
I was incredible.
Well, usually people get these and they get to rehearse it for a few minutes.
No, rehearse. I didn't have a minute to rehearse. I didn't even know what I
But
was
you're
reading.
a professional. You did your own movie for
That's
crying
right.
out loud.
I was brilliant, Robin.
And that's one of my favorite movies, by the way. It gives me
Private
hope.
Parts. You
Yes.
didn't even remove your top during the scene.
Absolutely not. I don't think you have to remove your top to be in the business.
Yeah, well,
so
let me tell
keep
you
your
something.
shirts on, girls. Keep your shirts
Yes.
Bad advice.
What is the dance you prepared for us today?
Oh, there's a dance.
on. Oh, did you have the Sade?
Sade?
Yeah, Sade.
What song do you like of Sade?
The song
Smooth
that...
Operator?
No. A Kiss of Life.
Oh, that's a
Fred,
good one.
do you have a kiss of life?
I'll take a look.
He'll get it out of the
Sade
system.
is great
It's
heroin
not
music.
really a dance, but it's something I wanted to do for Howard. Since he
Thank
gave
you.
me a chance, something to let him know that day that you opened the doors for me.
I would
This
be
is how
honored.
I feel.
I would be honored to see it.
So it's not really a dance.
Okay.
It's an interpretive.
Yeah.
Fred, if you will.
We've got it, my friend.
Be careful, you got headphones on. Don't forget.
A little louder.
A little bit louder. Okay, here you go. Sade. Well, you're moving good, I got to say.
Thank you.
You're not bad. Yeah, I like dancing. Fred, hold me. That's good. You're lip syncing. I like that. You know, maybe you could be a star. Nothing like dancing on the radio.
Wait till they see this on Howard TV, though.
Look at you, babe. All right, let me ask you something. You're not doing too bad here. Did you practice this in front of the mirror?
Yes, for you.
Fantastic.
I said I got to do this for Howard. Thank you. It's the least I could do for a man who opened the doors for me without even knowing
Well, let me
me.
say something, Robin. I'm going to sum up this appearance. I like the Zenaida who is not on medication.
Thank you.
I like the Zenaida who is really cries
really real.
and keeps it real.
With a little bit of weight.
I mean, modern day psychiatry and medication shows
ruining
you
people.
it's ruining people for my show.
Please,
you're very stable.
It goes to show you just because you're on medication doesn't mean you're crazy. For those people out there who are on medication, it's okay.
Yes.
It's okay, right.
Yes.
Now that being
yes,
said,
yes.
That
Well,
being
then-
said, do not, under any circumstances, stop taking the medication.
Unless you're
won't.
coming to do this show again and stop for like 3 or 4 days.
But under
Because-
supervision.
Yeah, I can't have you coming up so normal. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, her interpretive dance, I thought, was lovely.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Hey,
But the
we're
reason
good.
why I came was just to say thank you and let you guys know that I adore you all.
Zenaida, I adore you.
Well, we want to
Thank you.
continue to follow your career.
Thank you.
You're relaunching today.
Thank you. I resurrected today.
You know what,
That's
Howard?
right.
I wanted to ask her, when you called Screen Actors Guild, what did they tell you? When
They
you
told me that I have to audition for their particular productions.
Right.
If I make 3 of the auditions, I then have to go through their program for a fee.
Right.
So
They're a
that's
union.
where I'm at right now.
They're the union, you know that.
Yes.
Yeah, so you should get in that.
Yes.
Oh, good, all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
All you got to do is get 3 roles
Right.
on Screen Actor Guild approved projects,
Right.
and you will be a part of the Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, and the fee.
And and then you're gonna have to pay them because it's
Yes.
part of being in the union.
Yes.
They're one thing that's not bullshit, though. You should know that. Paying them is right, though, because you'll
Yes.
get in the union.
Yeah, the
Yes.
$7,000 you shelled out for other things
That
is
was-
not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you some advice. When someone says to you it's going to cost you money to become a superstar, it's probably not right.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. Howard TV wants you to sing Star Spangled Banner. We don't have time for that now, guys.
No,
can do that
I'll have
on
to
their
come back
own.
and do it another day.
You'll do it another day.
Thank you.
Zenaida, I wish you luck.
It's
Keep us.
Zenaida.
No, it isn't. I'm changing it to Zenaida.
Oh, is it?
Yes, I feel that's more of a star quality.
Oh,
name.
I'm sorry, Howard. I brought you a little gift. I forgot to give it to you.
Thank you, baby. That's right.
And you and I to open it till you're alone in your
Yes.
private own time.
Censored.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Let me see what that is. Thank you, Zenaida.
You're welcome.
I appreciate
And
that.
I got something for Robin and the rest of the gang.
Thank you.
You're very sweet.
And lose
You're
some of that
welcome.
weight. I want to see you make it, honey.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
a beautiful
All right.
girl. You need to.
That is
thin
Zenaida,
down.
everyone.
Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day.
And Will-
support the troops.
Support the troops. That's
Yes.
right. Will, it would be nice if you help Zenaida now.
You ready?
There
Yes.
you go.
Thank you, Zenaida.
Zenaida's so normal now.
I know. You're just so disappointed, aren't you?
I really am. I like crazy Zenaida.
She
Yeah,
was
she
great.
got it.
And as you said, you never know with these appearances.
Man.
She could probably never top the first one.
Although normal Zenaida is a lot like crazy anyone, though.
Zenaida, how did it feel to be back?
I loved it. I loved it, and again, it wasn't a surprise. They treated me like royalty again.
They
Thank
really
you,
did.
Howard, and thank you, everybody from the Howard Stern Show.
Now, why do you really think that you guys hit it off so much every time?
Because I'm real.
Because you're real?
Yes.
So the reality of it all, that you're a person seeking a dream.
Yes, I'm a real person with problems, with issues, and I'm trying to make it, and I won't give up till I make it.
Well, I appreciate your desire, and also, it seems that Howard liked you better when you weren't as even keeled as he said. How do you feel about that? Do you...
It's the truth. This is who I am, so.
Right, but he seemed to like you better before, though.
Oh, because it was more like a character, maybe.
Right.
So that's probably why, but I'm a great person then, and I was a great person then, and I'm a great person now, so.
Well, where to from here tonight?
I'm going to try the SAG, Screen Actors Guild, and see where that takes me. But that's definitely an ethical program, and I believe that that's my start right there.
And if you'd like, give one message to all the aspiring actors and the musicians out there.
Keep it real and don't ever give up. And remember, there's people who are always willing to help you out. So, good luck.
Nice to
On TV talking about Robin, and this is revealing because this is more than she tells me.
This is revealing.
It is.
What did I tell her?
You know, I had dinner on Saturday night, sorry to name drop here, with Robin Quivers, whom I love.
Who's that?
Howard Stern's.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like literally falling asleep right now.
Yeah, I
so
see
tired.
that. Yeah.
And she's dating like a 25-year-old guy.
She's dating like a
25,
25,
or
he is a 25.
He's
Yeah,
25.
okay, all right.
I said, wow, times have changed.
I'm not dating. She
Stop
was
it.
having a few drinks.
Come on.
She was having quite a few drinks.
Why are you being so silly
I'm
about
not
this? So you're
being
dating
silly.
a 25-year-old.
I'm not.
You are. You obviously confided in her, and she
Here
told
we
it on
go.
TV.
I said I had dated a 25-year-old.
So you're
I'm
not now?
dating any 25-year-old.
You're not seeing that guy anymore.
No.
It's over.
It's over.
All right.
Whatever's over. We're not dating.
Where
no.
did she get that idea then?
I'm telling you, when you're talking in a room full of people and everybody's yelling, she probably remembered it that way, but that is not the case.
You mean, in other words, she was doing most of the talking and didn't really listen carefully.
I'm simply saying there might have been a lot of noise in the restaurant and she misunderstood.
When was it over, so we can clear this up?
You were in your 20s.
Before the holidays.
Before the holidays?
Yeah.
You're talking about before Christmas?
Yeah.
Why did it end?
It wasn't anything. It was. We
But
went out a couple of times.
A couple of booty calls, but so
not
why not?
booty calls even.
He was your booty call.
He was not a booty call.
So you never did him?
No.
Never had sex with the guy?
No.
Wow. I'm shocked.
You're well.
I thought that was
shocked.
but I thought that was the whole point. You wanted to have sex with a 25-year-old.
I told you I don't have that point in me.
How far did you get with the guy? You made out, I bet.
It's none of your business how far I got.
I bet you saw those titties. I'm telling you.
It's none of your business.
I hope he didn't, because he brought the shittiest cupcakes up here of all time.
I'm actually happy he didn't bang you, because I thought it was highly disgusting. But it is my business. I brought him to you. I mean, let's face it.
So, nothing happened.
Were you embarrassed to be with a 25-year-old? Did it ultimately, faced with the actual reality, like it was a fantasy, and then faced with the actual reality, you said, I don't want to go there.
That. No.
You just didn't like him that much.
No, he was a sweetheart.
So what's the problem?
I wasn't going to have a relationship with a 25-year-old.
But you always claimed that. You said, I want to have sex with a 25-year-old.
No, I never said that. See, this is what you said.
You told me.
Howard, I'll work on getting the tape.
Thank you.
Here's,
you said...
again, I will tell you exactly what I said because I know what I said.
And then we'll get the tape.
It's time for me to have an inappropriately young man on my arm. I was talking about going out and being seen with a young man.
I don't know.
Go get the tape. I know what I said.
Gary?
Because it's simply what I see sometimes.
Gary's already on it, Robin.
I know, and that's what he's going to find.
It's good to see you, Robin, getting the Inquisition just like anybody else.
Oh, please. Are you kidding? It goes around the room.
She gets the worst
But
of
you're not
anybody.
revealing at all.
But George, she fights it. You know,
Yeah, I know.
She fights it. Like, I said to someone yesterday, I said, George is so great.
He just
I go,
rolls
George,
over.
how many fingers can you get up your ass? 3. 3 fingers in my ass. Why would you have fingers in your ass? Well, there are times I have to apply ointment or...
And we don't know a thing about her relationship now. I mean, after your Inquisition.
No, but did you ever go out with him and be seen on? Was he seen on your arm? Did that happen? Oh, it did happen. Where did you
we
take
went out.
him?
I didn't go any place fancy, but
Right.
Fred saw him at my apartment, and
Right.
we went to restaurants.
So your fantasy was to be seen with a 25-year-old.
It wasn't a fantasy. It was a joke.
But the joke came true. I mean, so obviously it wasn't, many a truth is said in jest. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm. No.
I mean, there was some truth in it. You said.
All right,
And I heard you say that even off the air a couple of times to me.
You know why? I won't even tell you the actress, but once I was at a party.
Okay.
And this actress of a certain age.
All right.
Turned to me when, I came over to say hello, and we were talking. She goes, oh, let me introduce my boyfriend.
All right, I know who it
And
is.
This guy he looked like her son's son. And I thought, oh, my God.
Did he used to be her driver?
Huh?
Did he used to be her driver?
I don't know what he did before.
Okay.
I'm simply, and so I said, there must be a point at which women get to a certain age and they think, I'm going to just have some fling with a young guy. And it was a joke on my part. It's not a wish or a desire.
Now, when you were seeing this guy, whatever you were doing with him, did you make it clear to him that this is no desire of yours? I don't understand.
I did tell him that when I said that, it was a joke, yes.
He knew it was a joke.
That was a joke, but he turned out to be a really nice guy, and we had some fun for a little while.
I didn't trust that guy.
Oh, please.
I did. I liked him.
He looked
He was
a little weird.
very nice guy.
Whack job.
Do you still speak with him at all? Does he call
No,
you?
we
Does he
haven't
write
been in
you?
touch, no.
Wow. How did you end it? How did things end?
It just sort of, we just stopped talking.
Did you say to him, listen, enough already? We have to stop talking?
No, it wasn't even like that. It was just like everybody got very busy, and we went our separate ways during the holidays, and that was that.
I'm not buying this 100%.
Well, I can't help you out in any other way.
Either you wanted it and he didn't give it to you, or something's up here.
You know what? There were a few complications that he really found unacceptable, I'm sure.
Complications that you presented.
I don't present them. You guys present them.
Steve Langford presented.
Oh, please. This guy was busy writing me letters. He certainly wasn't uptight about Steve Langford.
No, it wasn't Steve Langford.
What?
It was TV shows with people calling him names and
what
crap
TV
like that.
show?
There was something on Howard TV. I didn't even know about it. And Greg Carmel was calling him all kinds of names or something. I don't even know. I never saw the thing.
Oh, but Greg was probably joking around.
I don't know what it was. It just, left a bad taste in my mouth.
All of a sudden he has problems. The guy's writing me letters, wants to be part of the whole thing and be with Robin. And
He never sought any more attention from this show than that.
Well, you don't allow it.
Oh, I don't allow it.
Please, there's such rules to dating you.
I never had to say anything to him.
Poor Jim Florentine ended up like a mummy. The guy was afraid to speak. You had him trained like a dog.
Okay, right.
Oh, you're tough. You are tough, boy.
I'm so tough, right?
The guy who falls in love with you
over here.
The guy who falls in love with you has to follow some rules, boy. I'll tell you that.
Like you have no rules.
I'm just saying.
You have no rules.
Yeah, but it's different. I'm a guy.
Oh.
I have one
you can't go around behaving like that.
I have one rule for a hot chick. She's just got to fuck me. She could use me for. She could want to get. Use
You don't
the
care
show
what
to get
she says.
Anything. Use the show. Use the fucking. I don't care.
Right. What else is going on with John Hine? Look who's here. John Hine got a new shirt on today, and he's all ready to broadcast at 11 o'clock on Howard 100 and Howard 101. What do you have for us, Johnny?
Howard, Robin refuted Jillian Barbery's claim that she's currently dating a 25-year-old.
And by the way, you should know that I was absolutely right that Robin made statements about dating a 25-year-old. Here is Robin from a broadcast.
And I didn't say anything about sex.
Oh, come on. Listen to what you said. And
all right, you let me hear
what would you
said.
infer from this?
What did I say?
Robin,
I heard on the wrap-up show that you said you were going to start dating guys like 22 years old.
Yes,
Is that for real?
I said it's time in my life for it, like a ridiculously inappropriate partner.
Hey, Robin, we should double date.
So you're preparing us for that.
Right. Just expect to see me looking crazy with some very young man.
Is this What's your dating age range, do you think?
Oh, I'm going real young this time. I decided there's a certain point at which I've been watching people in my position, and there's a certain point at which a woman dates a ridiculously young guy.
Who are you talking about, like Katie Couric?
Yeah, Katie, all of them do it.
Who's she dating right now?
She's dating a runner who's
like a triathlete.
Yeah.
Like 20 years old.
20-something.
He just got out of college, I think.
I think I should be visiting my boyfriend in the dorm.
Right. Yeah, you should sleep over. Like the parents will get pissed that you sleep over in his dorm and they're paying for it.
I want an angry group of parents trying to get rid of me.
Look, you don't say you're having sex, but boy, oh boy, that's about the best confirmation.
All joking around.
Well, I took you seriously.
Boy, you're very funny.
No, you're funny.
That's silly.
You make me funny.
So, Robin, you're really not dating a 25-year-old anymore?
I'm really not dating a 25-year-old
So Jillian Barbery just, where did that come from? She misunderstood?
She misunderstood.
Any young guys?
Is that not, you act
possible.
as if It's not possible to misunderstand.
It is, but
with a crazy conversation going around a
but
dinner
you
table.
could be dating a young guy. We just want to make sure.
I could be doing anything, but I'm not doing
You've expressed interest in younger guys, so we just want to make sure.
Here we go again with this expressed interest. This is a myth you guys keep pumping. I was joking around.
So there's no one in your life right now? No
I didn't
special
say
guy?
that. I didn't say anything.
So maybe she didn't misunderstand.
No. You're misconstruing everything. You're saying.
She's saying the word pumping. I mean, come on. What's going on?
Please. You guys are making a lot about nothing. I have a very active social life, that's all.
But if you were dating a young guy, you'd let us know, right?
If I was dating somebody seriously, I'd let you know.
All right, thanks, Rob.
Well, actually, Richard Christie is going to take Sal's load on his back. It's really weird. On the wrap-up show yesterday, Sal was saying, look, I don't think the listeners want me to drop a load on Richard's back.
Is he kidding?
They want like, Nick Manning or someone like that. So you should take a poll.
I was surprised that you agreed to actually do this.
I didn't agree to shit.
When you went into the studio, you didn't agree?
No.
What
you didn't say no.
I said I have to. Well, I kind of said no. I said I want to think about it.
Well, did you hear what Richard said you should do? Because I think I have a way for it to not be gay for you. If you put on the if you put on the My View goggles and watch a porn movie, then you're never really looking at Richard, and it's not gay.
Yeah, but it's still me on a video for the rest of my life jacking off on this hillbilly's back.
Because you haven't done anything else on a video that you'd worry about for the rest of your life?
Yeah, what's the matter? It's the 11th thing on the comp reel.
I have, but you know what? I'm trying to wean that down a little bit.
That was then, this is now.
Exactly.
Kind of
the show, like Gary says, the show has evolved. The show has evolved. So I'm trying to evolve.
Don't evolve on this. This is so good. And
you know what? Here's the problem. Look, I'll do anything for the show. You know that I'm the dancing monkey. No pun intended, Gary. But the thing is that
why would I think there's a pun intended?
No offense, I should say. But the thing is that we do these things. We get a little crazy. The Captain Sack and the ball lick and the taint and all that shit. And then people call in and go, "It's too gay, too gay, too gay." And I listen to the fans. I listen to the people out there. I want to know, this to me is the ultimate act of gayness. I mean...
But I think it's all on Richard. I think if you're not looking at Richard, if you got the goggles on, you're watching your granny porn or your piss mops or whatever it is that gets you off,
right?
And you're not looking at Richard, then I think the gay part's on Richard.
Well, here's my question. What I think we should do is we should poll the fans in advance.
No. This is what we want.
I think we go on Howard's.
It's not a democracy. Howard knows what's funny. He doesn't poll the fans. He's got a funny idea, and this is what he'd like to do.
I'm the guy stroking my cock on this redneck's ass.
And Howard's asking you to do it.
Oh, hold on.
Well, you're saying poll the fans to see who does it?
Is that worse than getting your balls licked? Is that worse than other things that you've done?
Hold on. You guys are strong-arming me right now. Let me finish. Yes, you are. You're putting Howard's name into this.
Well, because Howard asked you. Howard wasn't looking for a poll.
Okay, but calm down. Easy does it. Slow down, boy. What I'm trying to say is that let's put a poll up this time and see if people really want to see this. And if they do, you know what? I'd be happy to, come closer to my decision.
Can I be you for a minute? Howard is an entity. He's never asked anybody's opinion. He's always thought about, he knows what's good for the audience. He has these great ideas. Howard never polls the audience to see if they want something. He just does it because he's got an instinct. And his instinct on this is, it's funny.
And he wants to see it. He said that.
So Gary goes, we're not going to take any polls, Sal. Howard decided it's better if you drop the load, and that's the way it is. So meanwhile, they put up a poll anyway, and of course...
They want Sal.
48% of the people want Sal. 25% of the people say a porn star should do it, and 27% people say no one should do it. So overwhelmingly, the audience wants Sal to go to a hotel.
Well, yeah, why would they want a porn star who they don't know?
Right, and then drop a load on Richard's back. And so Richard really wants the guy from Family Guy. What's the guy's name?
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
On the show.
Yeah. And so I booked Seth MacFarlane.
And now?
He's coming on the show.
Is Sal going to do it?
Yeah. Sal's going to drop a load on Richard's back.
And they're going to be in a hotel room. That's going to be the funniest thing.
What's up?
Richard's trying to back out.
Can't back out. I just booked Seth MacFarlane. Right. He told me the deal was on.
He says he heard that Seth MacFarlane was already booked, but that's not the case.
No, that is not the case.
What is wrong with him?
That is not the case.
Oh, yeah, dropping loads. I'm not trying to back out. Sal's the one that went in and told Gary that. But that's what I heard, that he was booked before we even did this thing.
Absolutely not.
Huh.
We were thinking about it, but I said, hey, let's make it up to Richard. He says he wants Seth MacFarlane. I'll interview Seth MacFarlane if he takes a load. Because otherwise it's no fun.
It's no fun if I don't take a load.
Do you think they're just doing this to get you to have a load on your back?
Well, I mean, very gullible, so...
So when are you guys going to go to the hotel and get the load on your back so we can listen in?
That's up to you, I guess.
He's not going to do it that day. He's going to do it before.
Well, I want to make...
I think it should happen that morning, Howard.
Okay, that morning.
Yeah, I want to make sure Seth MacFarlane is sitting in the green room.
All right, that's fair.
I don't want to get a load on my back and then he's late for the show.
That'd be good. Seth MacFarlane calls in and cancels.
Yeah, well, that's the irony. This is what is going to get Seth MacFarlane not to do the show.
No, he's got a good sense of humor.
So, Sal, are you going to hold up for a lot of...
What's funny about this?
Sal,
Yeah, exactly.
Are you going to wait like 5 days and be all backed up so you drop a rope on him?
Howard, he's yelling in the hallway now. Get in there, Sal. I never agreed to do this. Now he's back.
We did the poll, like you said. The listeners want it. 48% voted.
I'm going to give Sal some great granny porn that morning so he'll jerk off before he jerks off.
So it sounds like Richard wants to... Oh, wait. Do you want this to happen now, Richard? It sounds like subconsciously you do.
No, I do not want this to happen, but I'm not going to back out. Howard's, saying that I'm backing out. I'm not going to.
All right,
but
Sal,
I want to do it with
Sal.
Sal.
Deliver this tremendous bit?
Well, the thing is, technically, I lost the poll. 25% and 27% ends up to 52%.
Don't be ridiculous. You got the majority.
Yeah, I said put up a poll, but I didn't say I was going to do it.
They want to see you.
Here's the problem. I would do it.
Good.
But calm down. But I don't have the ability physically to whack my cock off with a man bent over.
Here's what's going to happen. You do have the ability.
I don't. I'm telling you
You're going to go
physically.
to the hotel.
Cock and balls.
We're going to put some porn on for you that you can look at.
Well, I suggested on the wrap-up show we have that sponsor, My View. They're glasses that you wear,
He'll wear the
where
glasses.
you can watch a video
That's right.
and you can't even see outside.
You gonna move up your cock and balls and whack it for a little bit?
I have faith in you.
No, don't
Are
have.
you telling us you can't perform?
There's no way with
Asshole. This is the biggest bit ever. It's not you being feminine. It's him. He's taking the load.
Is this bigger than interviewing Paul McCartney?
Yes. This is big.
Let me ask you
And I
something.
need you to perform.
Why do I didn't.
You
This
have to go
asshole
out
asked
there.
for semen on his back. Why do I have to be the jerk off that does
Because he
it?
trusts you.
He's
You're
your
his friend.
partner.
Trust. I got 3 kids. I got to jack off on a hillbilly's back.
Do you do a comedy routine with this guy? You're out every weekend
That's
with him.
different. I'm not
You guys
jerking off on
You don't want to be
stage.
part of this? You're going to feel like shit that morning when the comedy history is made and
it's
you're not
not
jerking
you.
off on him.
I'm not saying that, Howard. I've done so much. I've done everything.
You know you want to be the guy. You know what? Okay, fine. I'll get a different guy to
No.
come on his back.
You know what?
I
You
want
won't even
Sal.
stare.
You know what? No Seth MacFarlane.
Let's forget Seth MacFarlane. Let's forget this whole thing.
Come on, Sal. We do
I'm
everything
not saying
together.
no. I'm saying that, Howard. My problem is I'm
Here's
not.
what's going to happen. I hear your problem, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to put on those My View glasses. You're going to have a big screen
Oh, can you
experience right in
imagine?
front of you, a porn.
That's going to look like
What's your favorite porn?
Tom Cruise.
Dr.
Risky Business.
Dr. Piss.
All right, Dr. Piss.
Piss?
Describe your favorite scene in Dr. Piss.
There's a lot of them.
I think Fred has a clip maybe in the
Do you?
Prophet. Yeah.
Take a look.
Is it under
Fred.
Dr. Piss?
Yeah, it should be Dr. Piss.
Okay, I can find it.
This is your absolute
And he
all-time
thinks
favorite.
It's one of
can't
my
perform.
favorites.
What does Dr. Piss do in his video?
Well, he pretends he's a doctor, and a lady comes in, and as he examines her vagina, she starts peeing in his face, and then
right.
he has another girl come in, and he pees into a super soaker, and he shoots the super soaker pee into her
Why
face.
do you like that so much? Or does
I don't know.
It turns you on and gives you a boner. All right,
Yeah,
so
it
here's
does.
what's gonna happen.
Gets me a
That
boner.
gets you all
All right.
excited.
Well,
On
one of the
first of all,
movies.
Richard's going to be quiet. We're not going to hear from him. He's just
We
gonna-
can even put him in something frilly if you want.
And then, we put him in a dress.
Yeah, I want my
Panties.
ass covered up so he doesn't accidentally.
So we'll put you in a pair of panties just so
Okay.
it looks like a girl saw it.
But Howard,
It's just his back.
like Richard wants to meet Seth
We
MacFarlane.
can even spray urine on you during it.
No, you don't have to do that. I'm not a deer. But
So then you'll put the My View glasses on. You'll have your experience.
And you'll be in your tighty whities.
Yeah, you won't even know. And then you'll blow your load right on his back when it's getting close to time. Whip off the glasses and do it. Spray him
Whip
down.
off anything,
Yeah.
dude. Howard,
Spray him down.
I want to.
what an ass! Why am I involved in this asshole's life? I mean, he
know.
wants.
That's up to you.
But this is
I don't
him.
know what-
All right,
He wants you.
I want Sal to leave the glasses on when he comes, so maybe he'll miss.
No. He's got to hit your back, or you're not
You know, this is
getting
what...
your wish.
Artie, help me.
Sal, I wish I could, but this is you're paying for past sins. People think you want to do this on some level.
I don't. That's what I'm saying.
Sal, you don't want to do it? I'll get a different guy to do it.
All right, then.
No, please have Sal.
Well, Howard,
You do it for Richard.
I don't know if
He's
I want to
begging
do it unless it's Sal.
Oh,
I
get
trust
out
Sal.
of here, Richard. You proposed this.
Why do you trust
were
Sal?
doing this.
I know, but I want Sal to do it
Sal
with
always
me.
does something weird to you whenever he's involved with you. That cock's going to end up in your ass. I know it.
I'm going to take a shit on his neck.
What about that
I think
guy?
I'd prefer a shit on my neck.
What about that guy who came in, who went into business for gay porn, but he's not a gay guy?
But see, I don't know what that guy's up to. There could be a health
It's
thing.
on your back.
Right.
See, I got a big issue with Sal. I'm going to tell you right now.
What
Sal's
else
the
is
one
new?
who's always saying everybody's got to give it their all for the show. Sal's the one who's always saying if we don't do something, you should be punished. So if Sal doesn't want to do it, something should be taken away. That's how Sal reacts
You, as
to
a
everything.
producer.
How about your plugs for your
You're allowed
your
to.
shitty
If I don't
comedy
do it,
shows?
if I don't do it, you're a lousy producer. You
How
should
about,
be
how
taken
about
away.
if you don't do it, I cut your plugs off.
Sal.
Go ahead, Gary. That's not nice.
But you know what? You got to perform. You're here. You
I
got a
don't
job.
want him to be coerced like that.
I'm not
coerced. I mean, he's always saying, "Hey, first of all, Howard's asking you to do it." You're saying no right to his face. He is asking you to do it, and you're the one that says we all got to do it. Howard says.
Sal, let me remind
You're
you.
strong-arming me, Gary. I'm talking to Howard about
I'm
it.
using your own words against you.
How about if Sal does this, you'll interview Dr. Piss along with Seth MacFarlane.
Well, the point is, look, Richard wants to meet Seth, and I'm willing to contribute. Don't get me wrong,
You're
Gary.
not a team player.
All right, go back and think about it. Go back
Sal's
and
not a
think
team
about it.
player.
That's not true, Gary.
We have to know if this is being done.
I
We
think
gotta-
he'll do it.
You do?
Let me
I
think
think
about
so.
it. Let me
Go
think
back
about it
and
some
talk
more.
it over with Richard.
Be on the team.
I am, Gary.
No,
You
you're
know
not.
I'm on the team.
How are you
Gary,
on the team?
Gary, the things that I've done in the past, I've done everything that's
You know what?
been
You haven't
asked of
done
me.
anything like this good in about a good year and a half.
We
You've
haven't done a
changed.
gay stunt in a
You've
year and a
changed.
half.
No, you've changed.
No, I have not changed
You totally
at all.
have changed.
No, I have not.
And you're not part of the team.
I'm totally part of the team.
How?
It's something I have to think about. Why don't you do it?
Because nobody asked me to.
All right, I'm asking you.
You know
do
what?
it.
You doing it is funnier, and Howard wants you to do it. Not me.
And I know
Funny if you did it,
It'd be
Gary.
funny if Gary did
I'm
it.
putting on
It'd
the
be bestiality, but it'd be
I'm
funny.
putting on the Techno Beaver outfit.
That's
okay?
pretty good.
Well, you already look like a beaver. That's no. It's not as far stretch.
Sal is not a team player.
Dude, you know.
All right, thank you guys.
It would be funny for any guy to do this, let's face it, but no one's going to do it. I mean, you know.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I'm definitely going to think about it.
think
You're not a team player.
All right, go think about it.
Whenever
Okay.
we do stunts, it's a Sal and Richard stunt. And I want this to be a Sal and Richard stunt.
We're like the gay Laurel and Hardy.
Well, yeah.
All right, boys, go back and discuss it in your comedy room.
And just remember, Seth MacFarlane is like on the list, off the list, on the list, off the list while you guys do this.
Seth MacFarlane's fate rests in your hands.
I don't give a fuck about Seth MacFarlane. He does. I'm the idiot. I'm the gay dancing bear that has to come in and close the deal so Shitbag can meet Seth MacFarlane.
Right.
I get nothing out of this
All right,
except
go
to
back
please
and-
you
go back and
and the
talk
show.
about it.
All
Go
right,
back and
goodbye.
talk
You get to
about it.
jerk off. That's true.
All right, goodbye, boys. All right.
I remember when pleasing Howard on the show was enough, so.
Right.
Yep.
Seth doesn't know if he should get on that plane.
Seth MacFarlane's very hurt. Yes, Dan, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I want to be the voice of reason. I am your major demographic. I'm a young male, Long Island boy, part Italian, pleading with Sal not to do this.
You don't want him to do it.
He cannot do this. Dude, he's on the borderline of getting kicked out of the club anyway.
Right.
He does this, he's out. He can't come home anymore.
Let's go to Matt.
I have
Matt,
to say, I agree with the kid.
Cross the border.
Matt, you're on the air.
But I'm in Jersey.
Yes, Matt.
Morning, Howard.
Morning.
Yeah, I agree with the last call. Adam and Chow should go through with this.
I don't know. It sounds kind of intriguing to me.
I think Gary would be much more interesting.
You want to see Techno Beaver?
See, this is probably Sal's friends calling.
You
in
want
to get
Gary
off
in
the
a
hook.
No, I'm not.
Techno Beaver costume. All right, J-Man, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now.
So, I don't know. I just don't think you're listening to the listeners. Because if only 46% want him to do it, then that means the majority of your listeners do not want Sal to
No, you didn't hear the poll.
on the air.
No, 25% want a porn star to do it.
Right, that means not Sal. And then the other 20-something
Only 27% of the people think it shouldn't be done. So 48 and 25 is how much, Robin?
Oh, God. That's
13
like,
carried the 1.5. 73%.
Want it done.
Clear majority.
No, that meant the majority want Richard to take a load on his back, but they don't want Sal to do it.
Yeah, but we're saying they want the load on the back.
The load on the back isn't the question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think Sal can't do it, man. I don't know.
I don't know. All of a sudden, everybody's backing out. Now, everyone said it was funny for Richard to take a load on
Well,
the back.
they're talking more about Sally's people. Richard, I think, is still
But it's
get
Sal,
the load.
Sal objecting and saying maybe he shouldn't do it that's calling this into question. It would just be getting done if he would just go along.
Well, anyway, maybe we should get off this topic.
Gary, you're being pretty hard on him, man.
Fuck him. You know what? He's the first one to run him when somebody won't do some dumbass shit that he wants. You're not on the team. You know, we're all here for Howard. And then all of a sudden, when he finds himself in that position, he's got a double standard.
Do you think there's any way we can convince him to do this?
I don't think he should do it. No, I think he should do it. If he doesn't want to do it, then he's dropped a couple of notches in my eyes.
Guys, what's going on?
He's going to do it. Right, buddy? Come on. You'll be looking at Dr. Piss. All I got to do is lay on the ground. Just jerk off that morning so you don't have much load.
That doesn't.
All you got to do is dribble on me. That won't be that big of a deal.
All right, we'll see.
Gary says you're not a team player.
That's totally wrong. That's ridiculous. That's Gary's way of psychologically stressing me out.
No.
I'm such a team player.
You're the first person to talk about. You say Lisa's not a team player. Whenever somebody doesn't want to do something that you find funny, they're not a team player. And you say that I'm an asshole, I'm a bad producer. Here you go. If you don't do it, you're fired. Now I'm a great producer.
All right, there you go.
But how about this? What other office in the world has their boss convincing one of the workers to jerk off on another guy?
Right. In the grand scheme, we're just trying to do what's best for the show.
Right.
But you're trying to get Sal to jerk off on a guy, and that's
you're trying to get me to jerk off. He's following
You're his
through.
boss, and you're trying to tell him to jerk off on a guy.
I just think it's funny that Sal's got this big double standard.
I don't have a double standard.
You do because
it's something that I don't want to do.
Right, and when
we all have a right not to do something now.
But when somebody,
I've done everything.
Hold on. When somebody else doesn't want to do something, that's when you tell them they're not a team player. Lisa didn't want. Okay. Not that they're the same thing, but Lisa didn't want to be in your talent show, your newsroom talent show. Right. She didn't want to play the cello. For whatever reason, it's not up for you to decide.
Right.
She's not a team player. Lisa never does anything I want. This is bullshit. You should get rid of her. You said a bunch of.
All right,
she should be fired.
I didn't say she should be fired.
You should say we shouldn't let Lisa be on the air anymore and reap the good benefits. No,
but there are things that we all don't want to do. Okay, you know,
Gary, she didn't want to do that.
You made me see the light. From now on, I'll never say that nobody's not a team player. That's what else can I tell you?
That's another lie.
Okay. No, it isn't.
It is. You'll say it before Christmas. You'll say it.
Okay. So because I call somebody else not a team player doesn't mean I'm a hypocrite now all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take my cock out
and
jerk off on a man's back?
You're being a hypocrite.
No. There are standards that people have, and that's where I draw the line there.
So then why don't you respect someone else's standard?
I do.
No, you
drew the line. Well,
you drew the line and you trashed the shit out of her for a month.
I expressed my opinion on that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said she's not a team player for playing the violin. It's
okay.
A big
so
difference.
I expressed my opinion. You're not a team player.
Okay,
and you're not. You clearly don't care about the show or Howard anymore. You've gotten big.
Oh yeah, really?
Now that you're a big shot with your fucking Richard and Sal show, you don't need Howard.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's the funniest.
Let's see if Sal can fit his head through the door.
Rich, are you a little bummed out that this might not happen?
I would be ecstatic if this didn't happen, but I don't want to let Howard down. I want it to happen with Sal. And everybody thinks he's going to back out. I know Sal, he won't back out. I have full confidence in my buddy.
And if it's not Sal, you're not going to do it?
I don't know. I got to, you know what? I would say I have to check with my doctor, but how do I ask my doctor if it's safe for me to get a load on my back?